Good evening, everyone, and welcome. We are Random Encounter Productions. I'm Cody Stone. With me tonight, we have
Steffi playing Tiny Mama, the gnome life cleric.
Izzy playing Ryan, the Goliath Eldritch Knight.
Cole playing Garsvog, the Path of the Totem Warrior Barbarian.
Noah, newly here, playing Credo, the Monk Way of the Drunken Master. Half-orc.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Faith. I am playing a Tabaxi rogue.
I'm taking notes. I'm also Megan, and I'm playing Captain Madeline Lahen, the human swashbuckling rogue.
All right, guys. So first off, we clearly have some new friends with us here tonight. So welcome. Thank you guys for being here. Couple of announcements. Tomorrow night we are dark as per normal, correct?
Oh yeah, it's Thursday. Yeah.
Thursday. Nothing on Thursday.
Oh, right.
Yes. Yes, there will be table topics. Check it out on Twitter. So find us on Twitter, random N counter, and do that. That'll be fun. So also Friday night we will be shadow running. Shadow running will happen. Yes, come. I don't even know a Shadowrun virus or Hellwater, whatever it is. Yep, we're gonna Shadowrun. So that's gonna happen, and then we got Gloomhaven on Saturday. So we're getting back to a normal schedule. Between the hurricane and some illnesses, we got sort of thrown for a loop there. So we apologize about that. Also, you can check it out on the VOD. Last night we played Charmed and Dangerous. It was a lot of fun. We had the designers come in and hang out with us in the chat. Awesome people. So check that out. Our Kickstarter is doing amazing. If you guys have been there and pledged for that, that's fantastic. Our next 4 magnet designs unlock at 3,100. 3,100. So $8 away from unlocking some more magnets. So, and I believe we've also started to put add-ons up so that you guys can add like an additional pin or a magnet, little things like that. So like, share, spread that word around. We can unlock more stuff, give you guys what you would like to see and or have. Other than that, what are you guys working on right now? Cole, you want to talk to us about your podcast?
Yeah. So I also have a podcast. It's called Random Acts of Awesomeness. Weird how that worked out when I'm on the show. But it is about loving sports and nerd stuff and showing that the two are not mutually exclusive. And hopefully, maybe you can come for one thing and find something you like about the other. So we're trying to expand people's horizons. I've got some D&D in there, some sports talk, a little bit of what I call the nerd corner, where I just have one of my friends come in and just talk about the things that they love for about an hour. So,
oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, we have Kingdom Hearts on there. We have Star Wars twice.
Double Star Wars.
Double Star Wars. It's called, the second episode is called Star Wars Part 2.
Yeah. Well, it is not a Star War. There are multiple wars.
Exactly.
You must address them.
There are multiple wars
in
the stars.
Yes.
In
the
Star
stars.
Wars.
Yes.
You might say.
But yeah, we have my own D&D campaign that I run that I am the DM of, called Rise of an Empire. It's just me herding cats for a couple hours.
Cool, that's animal.
Every DM knows that.
It's a lot of fun, though. I have a lot
has
of
to leave the room.
There's a Tabaxi in my game too.
Yes.
But yeah, it's called Random Acts of Awesomeness. Come check us out. We're on Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, and what's the other one? Apple Podcasts.
Awesome.
Sorry.
So also, Aubrey Faith, you spend your time hanging out with some other friends of ours.
I do.
Don't you?
I'm on another Twitch channel called Indigo Chameleon.
Yes.
We have quite a few things we do that we stream almost. I want to say it's 5 times a week. And correct me in the chat if I'm wrong, because I know Scribe's in there somewhere. So a lot of people are in there.
Awesome.
Tuesday nights, I'm part of a stream on there called Wonder, that's based in the world of Wonderland.
Yep.
Our DM is absolutely amazing. I play a character called Tweedleday, who I've based off of the Tweedles. We have Mandrake Madigan, who is based off of the Hatter. But we all have our own really cool story arcs, and they're starting to come to fruition. And it's both incredibly crazy and filled with anxiety because we just met a dragon and we're just like, what's going on? A dragon that has other dragons, and we're just like, that's too, and this small cave, and okay, it's fine. So I play the bard over in that one. I am a bard multi-class cleric. Fridays we have Never, which is based in Neverland, which is they're both stories that are near and dear to all of our hearts. So we just were like, let's play D&D here. They have another bard in there who is a skeleton, and he's super cool. We use some homebrew things that our DM Scribe was super chill about and let us do, and it's a lot of fun. And then we have like a bunch of homebrew and brew with you. It's just so much. So if anybody gets a chance and you guys are okay with it, hop over to Indigo
Absolutely.
Chameleon.
Please.
It's just, I'm so honored and proud to be there. So yeah.
No, they're great friends of the channel. Scribe, I believe, is Billy.
Yes.
And he plays Rovar when they get the chance to come out.
And
so
Keth,
yes, and Keth.
Rovar and Keth, with the collapsible boat that will save us all.
Yes, collapsible land boat one day.
Land boat.
By the time she comes back, she will have perfected the land boat.
I
A
believe it.
Lambo?
Yes,
A Lambo?
sure, absolutely.
Now I hate
It's a
it.
super land boat.
That is the sports land boat. Anybody else have a project that they are working on that they want to give a shout out to, plug at the moment? No, I'm feeling good about it. All right. Well, guys, let's jump in.
Go
Let's
time.
do some D&D. Our adventure takes place in and around the continent of Rotem. It is a continent dominated by the Albrechtian Empire, once the Republic of Albrecht. In the year 1366. Don't quote me on that. The Empire is in trouble. Their emperor, Don Dorian of the Black Gem, the leader of the Rockhawk Legion, the bringer of law, and queller of chaos, has been replaced by a cabal of doppelgangers who have aligned themselves with a celestial body known as lunacy. It is a body of madness and imbalance. To combat this, our heroes, a group of revolutionaries, have gathered together Hal's victors, led by Hallian Loethel, the last living lunarchist, the antithesis of the lunacy. And with their help, they hope to find Don Dorian. But that mission, for now, has taken a back seat to more personal concerns. In the process of gathering together Hal's victors, some of our heroes have run afoul of dangerous hacks, deeds, and misfortunes. In the Underdark, the other team of revolutionaries now travels to the Myconid forest in the hopes of gathering a piece of the Zogmoy infected Myconid head mushroom. And they face the demon-infested tunnels of the Underdark. Our team here tonight suffers no less a challenge as they have traveled to the Temple of Tortured Souls.
Shattered.
Yeah. Well, then I gotta redo everything. Excuse me, guys.
We're gonna take a
Oh, no.
break.
I'll be
Well,
well.
one job, and that was to run an entire world.
Right.
God, this guy.
How dare you?
Okay. Well, now all those torturing rolls are shattering rolls. Got that.
It's just shattered. Gets cast.
Yeah, it's
Cast
just-
nuts.
The Temple of Shattered Souls. As they have discovered, it is buried beneath a small church dedicated to a group of Templar knights, worshippers of Albrecht. Their knightly order destroyed during the Great Betrayal, the upheaval that shifted the Republic into an empire. Down beneath there, they have found Arcturian's Keep, It seems that the founding family has lost their way. Who are the Acturians that you guys discovered? You should know of 3 of them.
Okay, so Renwick Acturian is the Lich
True.
that we have to kill
That is yes.
in
That is
4 days.
that is who you are contracted
Don't wanna
to the
make a
9
big-
hells to kill.
Just like that right over here for me to just be like, yes.
Oh yeah. Yes, the
Yes. The 4th day.
Shit, do you even write in English? Then there is Liness Arturia, who has lost her way,
Mm-hmm.
and Mistress Neva, who is apparently flesh warping and running the torture chamber.
Flesh warping to what end?
Was
I mean, who knows what evil lurks in the heart of men?
That is true. Would you like to roll an intelligence check for me? A history check?
Well,
You
you're all
remember?
here. 15.
On your last adventure, you had run into a group of Unseelie, a group of cursed fae
Yes.
that
I have their names.
you have their names, which is wonderful. They are
Fargrin, and then the Quicklings, Nido, Speedo, and Bandito.
can't argue with that. Those fae were able to inform you a little bit about not Liness, Neva. You know that she is also a lich,
Yes.
and that her experiments seem to be focused on gathering the attributes of the living and imposing them upon the dead, essentially making undead less undead. It seems that she has some desperate desire to taste life once again.
She managed to make the Darklings, like half of his arm, didn't react to light anymore.
Correct.
He
Yeah.
couldn't feel anything,
No.
but he didn't catch fire.
A give and take.
Mm-hmm.
A give and take.
Mm-hmm.
You also know that they had run into a few different things. There are Bodaks around.
Yes.
Bodaks are dedicated to Orcus, the
Yes.
human prince of undeath. But it seems that this knightly Templar order keeps them at bay, which has given you a bit of a hint of what they did in life.
Mm-hmm. And we have notes from Renwick's desk that say they were fighting a cult of Orcus and waiting for reinforcements that never came from the capital.
Right, because that was about the time. It was while they were waiting
Mm-hmm.
that the betrayal took place.
The great event.
The happening. You guys have set camp within that Templar church. It is watched over by the, we can call them benevolent spirits. They are undead. They are ghosts. They seem to take very little care of what you do in and around the temple. As long as you are not undead or worshiping Orcus, they seem to be okay with you guys.
don't
Yeah,
break
dude.
their doors.
Don't.
Yeah, breaking their doors catches their attention, but they did not attack you when you broke
Yeah.
their door. So they have proven to be as chill as ghosts can possibly be. So that is where you guys have set up your camp, so to speak. Down below, you have the Aturia crypts, and then the small passageway before you get to the keep, which you guys have discovered was probably once above ground, and great magic just sort of covered it over. My new friends, let's talk for a moment.
Shall we?
For perspective and demographic. First of all, at level 12, you guys should, you have access to 2 uncommon magic items. If you have not chosen those, you can do so now. Okay. The way I like to think of adventuring levels is that if you take the whole world's population, every time you get an adventuring level, you essentially cut the population in half, right? So half the world has at least one level in something. Right. And every time you do it, you reduce down. So by the time you get to level 20, we're talking literally maybe 5 people in the world, right? 10, a dozen. And that's out of millions. So you guys are level 12. You have had a history. You have been on your fair share of adventures. You have had some ups, you've had some downs, and something in life has led you now to this ragtag, weird group of revolutionaries. Over your time, you have probably made contact with either one of Hal's victors or one of the, I'm going to think for a moment, with the rogue. Are you, what's your archetype?
Inquisitive.
Inquisitive. Okay. So you may have run into, probably done a case or two, researching a few assassinations. There is a holy order of assassins known as the Sathrian Brotherhood. They worship the deity of passage between life and death. You may have run afoul of them.
Okay.
Or created some form of begrudging respect between you and them at some point. House victors are relatively famous. About 30 years ago, when the emperor was a boy, not yet running the empire, he was kidnapped. He gets kidnapped a lot. Such is his life.
Rough to be the emperor.
Rough to be the emperor.
Very Princess Peach.
Yep. He is not in this castle, but he's in the next.
Some people are susceptible to disease. He just gets kidnapped.
He just gets kidnapped a lot. Exactly. It was a big thing, and House Victors were the ones that found him, that brought him back. And that is what really made them famous. That's why this group of revolutionaries have sought out House Victors. They are made up of Hallian Lothel, a monk, who is the namesake for the group. Animus, he is a pantheonist of a cleric. He is wise, even-tempered,
Very
deep,
Idris Elba.
very Idris Elba, deep ebony skin.
Can you tell he's my favorite?
Yeah, he's many people's favorite.
Too.
Tell me more about Animus. I know I've played with him for a while, but tell me more.
Bard job?
No, I'm really more of a bard than a rogue.
Yeah.
In that respect.
Speaking of bards, there is their bard rogue multiclass, the noble from the Southern Isles, Lundis de Montenegro.
One more time?
Him so much.
Lundis de Montenegro.
Okay. Loon? Like,
Lundis.
does he have a nickname
Lundis.
or
Lundis. No,
Lundis?
it is just Lundis. Yes, you-
Lundis is perfect.
Lundis. This is my name.
Perfect.
This is good. You call me
It's like
Lundis.
it's like Lunas and Monday had a baby, but yes.
So there's Lundis of the Southern Isles, Areshki, the very large dwarf woman from the Northern Mountains, barbarian ranger, angry badass.
Yes.
Caliber, the
My girl.
Warforged savior, who has a very long and interesting history. Designed and built far more human-like than any known Warforged. 5 fingers, articulated porcelain facial features. And Portia, the Flame Caller, a socialite wizard, and
And a dime piece.
yes, and a diamond piece.
What?
10. She's a
I
10.
mean, she's a
She's
10.
a 10.
Woo!
Uh-oh.
What was that?
What?
What's this you
Mad-
speak happening at the table?
Madeline's
Well, Madeline, actually, she's not Madeline's type. She said no.
Tiefling.
Ideals.
She's red, right?
Yes. Yeah, she is crimson red.
That's her brother.
Yeah. That's her brother Tybalt.
Love that.
So aside from them, some other people that you may have had a run-in with, may have formed a relationship with, there is Averin. He is the proprietor of the Warhound and the World's Peace, World's Pain. He's got it's a chain. One of them is one, the other one's the other. Can't remember at times. I'm sick.
It's just the one. There's no chain.
I know. I forget the name though, so I play it off like I know it. I made up, and like I know my own world.
It's Shattered Souls.
Yeah, thank you. Shattered Souls.
Okay.
Averin is a member of the Sathrian Brotherhood. He is now part of their leadership. He's an older gentleman, very Germanic in his nature, sort of long auburn blonde hair, sharp features. Other than them, I would say there's the halfling captain of the Opal Nightmare. I apologize. Help.
Oh, AJ Styles.
Nope.
Oh, no. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. What's his name? 80s.
Yes, 80s. 80s little halfling.
Yeah.
That
He
rides
has
a shark mask.
Mm-hmm.
He rides a toad. Or a slod.
It's a slod now.
Now it's a slod.
'Cause
Now it's Chaos Toady.
Because it's winter.
Right. Can't put. Any of these names or descriptions sound interesting to you, just on the surface.
Yes.
Which one?
So, as a monk and a pretty accomplished one, and someone who has fought against the established order, Credo would absolutely go look for the organization led by Hal, a monk himself.
Right. So up until recently, Hal has been in prison.
Got it.
So Animus is probably the closest to Hal
Sure.
as far as a
That's where Credo
connection
would go.
goes. Absolutely. And Animus is well respected within the church, although they have been on the run for a few years. So that is a perfect person for you to have met, established a relationship with, and you would have heard over the past couple of months, Hal's free. They saved him. They got him out. So
We got him!
So it was a perfect opportunity for a creator to come to meet Hallian.
Yeah.
To
She would want to train. She would want to understand. She would want to, get everything she can from this guy who's like part of this really amazing organization she really admires.
which is fantastic. He is a good teacher. You have been able to spend some time with him. He's a little bit of a world weary hero, but he definitely keeps he knows his purpose. He knows his job, and he does his best to fulfill it for people. So that is absolutely a good reason to come, to meet them, to join up with the revolution. And the stuff about the emperor being replaced is just sort of like, oh, okay, there's some extra cake. We will deal with that in a bit. What about you? Did anything I said be like, that sounds cool? I would like to hang out with them.
I'm trying to separate me and Tide because
Sure.
for me, I'm like, oh yeah, I like the one with the cool name and then the dime piece. They sound really interesting.
Sure.
But she has like a City Watch investigator background. She's inquisitive.
Okay.
She's somebody who relies on instinct a lot. Being a cat, they're full of instinct.
Absolutely.
So I kind of want to partner with you and see what you think would be best for that type of.
So I thinking about it real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody that is a part of this now is a part of the criminal element. Do you think they're the type of person that would have made friends with a member of the criminal element before this, or somebody that was more upstanding?
I honestly feel like the whole City Watch investigator part of her is more of a I'm good at this and I can make a living off of it type
Sure.
of thing.
Yeah.
She's going to be more neutral when it comes to personalities, and she's going to be more I don't care what you did, just don't screw me over, you know?
Sure,
So it's
absolutely.
not about like the wrongdoing or
yeah.
the upstanding. It's more about like, can you get the job done? Are we cool? Let's go.
Well, I think your instincts are actually pretty good. Lundis, who was dead for about 11 years.
Awkward when that happens.
Awkward when, but he's not dead
He didn't
anymore.
return me my phone calls.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh,
That's why. That's why. Kind of
That
hard to
makes
call.
more sense.
yeah.
It really does.
But I think before his
That was good.
untimely demise, Lundis is a great person that has a social standing, has very much an interaction impulse on a lot of criminal elements,
Mhm.
but is a good person at heart and would not mind feeding you information or helping you in an investigation into things that are what he would deem to be inappropriate,
Cool.
right?
Yeah.
Very much is ruled and governed by his own moral compass. The other person I think is also Portia. If anytime she is a arcanist of the highest order, so anytime that you would have needed help with magical research or looking into magical crimes, anything like that, and she grew up in the capital. That is where she is from. She grew up on the streets of the capital. She pulled herself up by the brute straps and, well, magic straps, because she got lucky born with that affinity.
Mhm.
But she explores that stratification. And she is also a very lawful, disciplined sort of person.
Then just my final question, like which one do you think would be more strategic in their way of thinking? Because I feel like I'm leaning towards Lundis.
Okay. They those two are the most strategic of all the victors.
So it's just whichever one.
I would one is Portia's probably more strategic. She's smarter. Lundis acts on instinct and luck. And Portia operates by methodical.
Yep. I've picked already.
Go for it.
Instinct and luck.
There
Let's
you go. That's Lundis.
it
That's Lundis.
was a trick question.
Yeah, it was absolutely. So you have your points of entry. You have your allies. You guys have been in and around the city of Temples for, I'm going to say a month now. We do tend to track downtime, which I will afford you those 4 weeks of downtime to do downtime activities from like Sanithar's Guide and things like that. We will deal with that in the Discord because it's not going to really have an impact on what you guys are doing tonight. You have seen the shift in the party as they start to focus on saving some of their members, people that you perhaps have not had direct interactions with yet, but you know that they are valuable to the cause. And so both Lundis and Animus and Hal will have asked you guys to travel with these people. So we'll say that you guys have been on the road. You are deep within what is known as Crow King territory. Crow King is a archfey, exiled from the Feywild, and the ruler of the Unseelie. Most of them darklings, cursed to never see light again, along with a number of other fey, twisted from their normal nature. So the sun has been blighted from this area, and you have traveled to a very small town with that singular church. Within that church is this host of Templar ghosts. It's the only building in this 6-building town that has both walls and a roof. It is very fancy.
Luxury.
Yeah,
We're spoiling you.
exactly.
First time here, guys.
In the center of the main chamber, there is a large circle that has revealed a spiral staircase descent into the dungeon below. You guys have regathered. It is what day?
It is the 8th of Savages.
8th of Savages. All of the days, all the months have 30 days, and we'll teach you about the calendar as we go.
Nice.
But you have 4 days.
Yes.
Are you waking up on the 8th, or are you guys going to bed on the 8th?
We went to bed on the 7th.
So you're waking up on the 8th.
Yes.
Until Cain pops out from under the ring and drags you straight to hell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that would be okay. I like Kane.
So do we want to say how we walk up? Do we want to do character? How do you want us to do character?
I would.
intros?
We'll start over here. It'll be morning. You guys will have probably seen, met, and somewhat traveled together. But let's get descriptions of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And while you may have seen each other in passing, this is perhaps your first longer interactions. Can we begin with Little Mama?
Okay. Well, just what she looks like, or are we going to...
Yeah. What is she? You're getting up in the morning.
Oh, I'm making everybody breakfast.
Oh.
Because that's what I do. She's just a little gnome woman, a little older in age. She's starting to have some gray streaks through her kind of coppery blonde hair. Very simple clothes with armor now that she's been hanging around with Ryan for quite some time. Usually found either on his shoulder or just
Somewhere
hanging off
by
the
the-
side somewhere. But
Did my alarm spell that I cast trigger anything?
No.
All right. Rhine is a Goliath. Very, very plain, simple. Couple tattoos across the skull, across the arm. Dopest thing about him is he has this, thanks to the dreadhold, really spiky plate armor that I'm still wearing.
Really cool plate armor.
That I have now colored brown, black, and green. Because fuck it, why not? And he carries a trident over one shoulder and a javelin of lightning over the other.
So during all this, Garzvog is still asleep. Probably their foot is like out of the bottom of their tent, and they're just like, and whenever someone eventually wakes him up, which is not going to be Ryan, he's just
I will
gonna
steer people away.
he's just gonna like pop out and just start swinging his axe and be like, "Come, taste the might of God." Who are you? And yes, and he's like, "Morning, little one."
One of these days, I'm going to cut you down to size.
You can try.
How tall are you guys?
I am 7 foot.
7'8".
Oof.
One of these days, I know how to break a knee. I know how to break a lot of bones.
I'm almost to his knee.
Right, so Credo's used to being pretty tall at like 6.5 feet, but she's nothing compared to these two bozos. She's green, half orc, pretty tall, but not anything crazy. She's got this sort of greasy looking black brown robe, looks like it's seen some hard travel, with a dirty knotted belt around it, some loose, monkish pants, and monkish types, so fellas tend to have pants. So and she's got like on her back she's got sort of a wineskin that has a little tube that goes straight to her mouth like this.
She's got a wine camelback. I love
She's
it.
got a wine camelback, yeah, and she's sort of tends to be, sipping generally, and Yeah, she's also got a mandolin slung on the back. She's a little musical if the mood takes her, and so she's probably the one. She's an early riser, pretty disciplined from the monk thing. So probably was the one who woke up. Gosh, trigger the. Oh, sorry, man, sorry. It's just morning. You should probably wake up.
Oh, he also Garzwag also has a tattoo of a bear on one arm and a bull on the other. Think like The Rock.
Totally.
Yes.
So she'll, if she's very angry, she's like, hey, here, you want to sip?
Oh, yes.
Just takes
You'll
the
drink
two.
all of it. Be careful.
You probably will.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Okay.
So Tide is a little 3 foot tall calico tabaxi.
Shorter than you.
Huh? Shorter?
Shorter than me.
Yeah. Well, she's a cat, so she's about 3 foot tall. She's a calico, so she's got a bunch of different fur markings. She's like black, brown. Her face is like half black this way, a light golden brown this way, and then from her bottom mouth down to her chest is white.
You've got a mouse. You've got multiple mouths. Sorry.
She has one blue eye and one like golden yellow eye. Very fluffy fur everywhere. She has just very simple leather armor covering like her torso area, kind of vest style that will tie in the front. I don't imagine her wearing pants because she's a cat. So I'm just putting that out there. She's very fluffy, like
It's
very fur.
more of a pussy out kind of look. Sorry.
She's
You're gonna fit in just.
Listen, D&D's not about
Cancer,
the
here we
dice.
come.
It's not about the story. It's about the
The
one-liner.
jokes.
There are puns.
The interesting little thing about her is like people that know her can kind of tell where her head is at based on her tail. So it'll kind of flick based off her mood. So if like she's trying to be super stealthy, it might be like super still, but the very tip of it'll go back and forth. Like she's like focused on a hunt or something. If she's super happy, it just flows back and forth like normal. Like when she's walking, it'll probably prance. So she's just my little calico tabaxi baby.
So can they not tell where her head is at by looking at it?
So that's what I was
Sorry.
like, oh, like you're emotional.
Oh, got it. Thanks. Sorry. Oh, I forgot to say, Credo's got like short, buzzed black hair. Like think about when Aang in The Last Airbender grows out his hair like a little bit.
Oh, Firebender when he's in the fire
Yeah.
nation.
Hey, hot man.
Flameo.
Flameo, hot man.
Yeah.
Maddie is about 6 feet tall, human. She's got thick red Merida hair.
Hi.
For example, she's a really chunky girl. She's got curves. She dresses in typical piratey clothes. It's all in like greens, and she has a red tricorn with scarves on it. But she has a crap ton of new tattoos now. So on her forearm is a crossed rapier and like a blunderbussy steampunk sniper rifle. It says "Dead men tell tragic tales."
Mhm.
And
No copyright infringement.
no, it's for her and for Shiloh, the other gentleman who made the deal with the Lich. And she has knuckle tattoos for the Lunar Sea. So it's the 5 moons of Rotom on one hand and then the elemental moons on the other. What's this face? Is that me or is that you? No,
You're
it's
fine.
me. It's fine. And then she has this one's vigilant. So she has an eye on one part of her chest and a set of scales on the other.
Nice.
Yeah, for vigilante justice.
I love it.
So Tabaxi needs to be taller than 3 feet.
Okay. What you looking at?
FAQ says like 6 to 7, but I'm happy with 5.
Okay.
Because 3 feet is
Considered small.
halfling and gnome territory.
Okay.
So that would make her a small creature, and we would have to adjust.
So
stats
she's as
to
tall
it.
as me. 5 feet.
Yeah, I mean, she can be a little shorter than
I think
that.
2
but
feet's just a fluff.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
It's because she's standing on her hind legs, so she's like
Exactly.
on all fours. Like,
Then, yeah, if she's down on all fours, absolutely. Like, yeah, 3 feet makes perfect sense.
Okay. Yeah.
But up on the hinds, she's
Yeah,
got to
sure.
be around.
Let's go for it. In my
Okay.
mind, she's very small, but that's okay.
She can still be very small. I gotta be like,
It's the fluff.
yeah. I was like, it's like 3 feet is
It's like, you ever
halfling
seen a
size.
shaved
Yeah.
cat?
I wonder.
Is it like
Are-
half the
Are
size?
they halfling? I was like,
No,
Are they
they're
halflings?
technically medium, but I was like, let's see.
Low
You
end of-
never
low
know.
end.
Sneak this in.
Sneak. She's a rogue, so we got to be sneaky and see if we can do it.
Absolutely. Well, she is a very small. She is a very small tabaxi. Wonderful. So you guys are up in the morning. Is there anything in particular you would like to do? Any introductions you would like to make with each other?
Yes.
Conversations you would like to have? Please go
Giving
ahead.
both of you a jar of holy water.
Is this useful around here?
Well, we're down here to fight liches and undead and shit, so it can't hurt.
That's pretty
Mm,
smart.
yeah.
Thanks.
And while we have breakfast, I'm going to tell them the story, because I don't think this table said it. They're going to hear the story of the scorpion and the frog. And everyone gets 15 temporary hit points.
Thank you,
Oh,
15.
nice.
And Gosbog's also gonna do his customary hitting on Madeline while she's.
Excellent.
Do you
Hitting
want
on
to?
Madeline.
Do you want to recount to them the story of the?
Yes, so once upon a time, a scorpion came up to a frog and said, Mr. Frog, I need to cross the river. Please, please, will you take me? No one else will let me cross the river. And the frog said, well, Mr. Scorpion, if you get on my back, you will sting me, and then I shall die. And the scorpion said, no. You see, if I sting you whilst we're crossing, then I shall die too. And the frog said, good point. So the scorpion climbed onto the frog's back, and whilst they were crossing, the scorpion stung the frog. And the frog said, you fool! You've damned us both! And the scorpion said, but Mr. Frog, I can swim.
There you go.
And it was so inspiring, you felt healthier for the rest of the day.
I do feel a bit inspired by this, yes.
Yeah, it's
I
a
love
good
a
moment.
story about other animals.
The whole time, Credo is nodding,
Mhm.
sipping, nodding.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, cool.
Sure,
yeah, the
sure.
scorpion frog. Like so many animals. Like it's just a cat.
Oh,
That's it. Like that's
you're
not
very
quite-
tall. We got it.
I mean, I'm not that tall, not like them. I'm pretty tall. Yeah.
Yes, everyone here is very tall. We get it. We get it. We get it. We get
That's her.
it.
How tall
Go.
is she?
3 feet 8 inches.
3
We
feet,
got-
8 inches.
Listen, at that height, every inch counts.
That's what they say, but it's really more what you can do with it. So,
You would know.
Well,
yep.
Yeah, no, Credo takes out Mandolin just to do a sting for that particular joke. Yeah. Puts it
Scene
back.
change in Seinfeld.
Door
All
opens.
right. So, she'll give you this is what you missed on Glee as far as what we've been doing.
Missed on Glee.
The entire show. Yeah.
So the map for the dungeon that we're in is in the Discord. It's pinned in the Call to Adventure.
okay.
If you guys want to look at it.
I do indeed.
Exactly
Wait,
what
also-
I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Wait, you took a sip. You took a sip from the canteen, right?
That's exactly what I did.
Oh shit.
They're sharing things.
Diseases?
Secrets.
Probably.
Secrets
Jesus.
even the DM
Saliva.
does not know.
He's just kind of like, what game are you playing?
None, mate. None. No games. Not me. Super serious.
Super smooth. So here's the thing. So we need to find this Lich, kill him in 4 days, and destroy his phylactery so that he can't respawn. We've really just done a preliminary looky-loo downstairs, enough to know who's in charge, but we don't really know where the phylactery is or where Renwick is. So you could say we don't actually know anything useful. And in one way, you'd be very right. So That's what I got.
So got to go down the stairs and find the thing, kill the thing, destroy the thing, and then we're done.
Yeah, yes.
That's like it's like maybe 3 things.
Right,
We can
right. It is a fair amount of things to find.
I mean, we're pretty fast.
So
We can
the
do it.
last time we went down, they seem to have had a problem with purple worms before we got there. And there were about 20 skeletons, 2 giant skeletons, and a skeletal mage that was in charge, sort of moving debris. Yvonne managed to get them to clear out, but I think she's going to stay up here with the quicklings. So we could try to sneak past them, or we could fight them. Those are my 2 options. I'm fresh.
So-
I say fight them.
Well, okay, wait, hold on. So these baddies are at the bottom of the stairs.
And down a hallway, yes.
Down a hall.
Yes.
Down the stairs, down a hall, we see some skeletons and other bad things, right?
Yep.
And so are they in a hallway? Are they in a big room? What's the search?
So it's like you go down the hallway and then it
Yeah.
opens up into this courtyard.
Okay.
We think it actually might have been a castle at one point that
Shit.
either descended or got a hill built around it. Typical castle.
Castle.
Yeah,
shit.
so it sounds like typical
you know how
castle
right,
things.
right.
You know, you have an
Yeah.
extra castle and you build a hill on it.
Well, one's for
Sure.
furniture, one's for art, so.
Ah, yeah,
It's just that came from Laura Croft
This
and
is
woke
just
up this
why,
morning and hated everything, so you just build a hill on top. And then a tiny little town on top of that, and then let it
Sure.
all go to hell.
Well,
Totally.
literally.
Totally simple. So,
Okay. So there's bad guys down a hallway in a courtyard. And we got to get past them.
maybe, unless
Okay.
it's been a day. We've gotten 8 hours of sleep.
You have.
So they may have taken care of what they needed to take care of. They may not be back.
Well, someone should go check, and that someone should be somewhat sneaky. I'm not.
She's just in a corner, like, licking her paw.
Slow pan.
Yeah, just like slow.
For breakfast, can I
Hi.
taste your
So, Miss Tide, how do you feel about sneaking around, check some skeletons out, or lack of skeletons?
She's just gonna, like, do that big cat scratch with her butt up in the air and then be like, "Ooh, I'm on it." And, like, go ahead and start sneaking up a little
Okay, we
bit.
don't have
for
any magical
investigation.
types you can keep in contact, do we?
Before you go,
For breakfast, everybody. I did Heroes Feast for breakfast. Everybody. Where is it?
all immune to cured of all diseases, become immune to poison and being frightened, make all wisdom saving throws with advantage, and roll 2d10. And there, you gain your maximum hit points increased by 2d10 by whatever she rolls.
Yeah, and they're not temporary. So.
No, it's-
So let her roll once.
Oh, that's not a D10. You still count that. That's my darn percentage
It'll
die.
count.
And I'm so sorry, you said we're immune to frightened.
frightened
Poison.
and poison, yes. So what did we gain?
6.
So you gain 6, add 6 to your maximum.
Hey,
Thank you.
Sorry, I could have been better.
6 is
That's 6 points.
damage is damage. Health
Six-
is health.
And that's
Per tip.
permanent
For 24 hours.
for 24 hours. Okay.
dope.
Plus 6.
No, we got to mark off like 1,000 gold though.
Yeah, no, she has it.
Oh shit. Well, fine.
She's a baller.
That's good because we are not very rich.
We have party funds, and there's a black notebook somewhere.
Is this it?
Yes.
This looks like a black notebook to
Yes, that has anything that's written in there that doesn't have a name next to it is equipment that's up for grabs.
Sick.
Yeah, if you can use it, you can have it. We don't. If you're gonna use it though, you kind of have to keep it.
me. Okay.
Because if we start like attuning and attuning,
Right.
then
I'm assuming the two uncommon magical items are just things I showed up with.
Yes. They're
I'd
things you brought
already
with
tuned,
you.
not problem.
They are yours.
Got
You can
it.
attune them. You would
Got
be
it.
attuned to them. Yep.
Brilliant.
Anything listed as an uncommon magical item from an official Wizards of the Coast source is
Sure.
viable. So you guys complete your breakfast and you travel down the spiral staircase. You can see as you guys had the day prior, there are a number of crypts built into the walls. It's very much a mausoleum. In the very end of the hall are 2 large stone doors. Your alarm spell remains in place for you to unstring when you are ready. There is a single crypt that has been disturbed, and as the team can let you know, there is the assumption that this is the progenitor of the family.
And it's half dragon, half humanoid.
Correct.
We have all the rest of its remains in the back.
Yes. A
So-
finger and a toe.
and some scales
Yes.
that are laced with adamant. No.
Some sort of shiny metal.
Yeah, it's Wolverine. It's Dragon Wolverine.
Cool. Okay.
Got it.
Beyond the doors is a deep set of tunnels. And as you guys travel down them, you can see the front of the keep. Yesterday, when you guys were coming through here, there had been undead, skeletons and giants with some form of magically enhanced undead calling the shots. You guys were watching them as they boarded up one of the purple worm tunnels that had crossed in front of the gateway. Both of those tunnels have been dug in. And the gate to the keep is currently closed.
Damn it. Double day.
Okay, so the way's a bit less clear.
Well, I mean, the good news is there's not like a horde of skeletons to fight
Yeah.
at the moment.
How big is this gate?
They are 20 feet tall, 20 feet wide, 10 foot for each door.
What are they made out of?
Looks like ironwood, heavy, reinforced. Basically, it's an iron door with wood.
And having gone through them before, would I remember how thick they are?
They are, I would say, about at most, it's like 4 inches.
And you said they're like doors. They're not like a gate where it's like an
True.
overhead.
Yeah,
that
they
you can,
they
like,
open in. Yeah, they are. There are no battlements to this particular fortress because there is dirt over there.
Okay.
You suspect when this was above ground, then yes, there would be battlements and things like that. But there is no way to go over. You essentially either have to go through the doors or through some bit of dirt in the wall.
And they
Listen,
look
you know
like
what they
they're locked.
say? Can't go over it. You can't go under it. You gotta go through it. Sorry. You gotta go
Who
through
said
it.
that?
Gonna be so upset.
You know they say it. They say it.
Oh, we gotta meet this
day.
they. They sound smart.
Okay, very funny, very funny. Wanna sit?
What? No.
Well, come here.
Can you track my scent? Are you like, can you do that?
I could always try.
Be pretty cool.
I could always try.
All right.
Are you asking?
Do you
me to
smell any? Do
you?
you smell skeletons? Do you like smell
no.
that?
Okay.
I know where I am. I don't need to find me.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm good. I found myself twice last night while we were sleeping.
Little one, don't you have some fancy magic stuff you can do?
I mean, I do, but if I do it, it will alert the entire fortress that we are here.
I say do it.
Is it like just a regular standard lock?
Make an investigation check.
For real, have we even checked it?
Small people. with
That's a
small
10.
objects.
I
I have these sorts
It's
of
e-
shit.
It's not hard to investigate the front of the door. The door itself shows no handles. There is no indoor locking mechanism. They are solid doors, however. They are very large. Best that you can figure, and the team can probably let you know that you're right, is that if there is no actual lock on these doors, there's no latch, there's nothing that catches them. If they lock the doors, they're essentially barring them from the backside. You can't really tell that unless you start pushing on them.
Got it.
So
You're right.
Have you tried just pushing?
Goslock tries pushing it.
okay, make an athletics check.
Can I assist? Can I sort of
Sure.
come and also do
You
this?
can
So
assist.
take advantage.
28.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys get in there. The door begins to swing open. It makes a little bit of a scraping noise. They are large, heavy doors. There is a stone floor, well worked and designed behind it. So there's a little bit of a scratching noise. I'd like everybody to roll me a percentile, please.
Gosh, here we go.
That's a laser.
After opening the door, Goslock
Great
flexes for a little bit.
62.
33.
28.
91.
28.
It's gonna be a good day.
14.
It's going to be a good day.
Okay.
You say this now.
This will be a day.
It sure is a day.
As you go pushing open the doors, you look just beyond them, and there you see, walking past the foyer, turning toward the north, carrying a large bundle of what looks like leather bound and wrapped metal rods, is 4 giant skeletons that are walking, and they sort of stop and turn and look back. Anyone that is going to attempt to hide,
How far away are they?
I will say they are 40 feet away.
Okay.
If you are attempting to not be seen, you have this opportunity to make a stealth check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I? If I pull you, if I pull him, like I see it, like I go, oh shit! My quick mount reflex go. If I yank him, can I give him advantage? Can I help him? Can I use the help action?
Oh no, he can stealth just fine.
It's
I
if
was
he's
wondering if he doesn't
choosing.
want to. Is okay? Yeah. Is the question? No.
I have
As soon as I've
my
asked that
profile
question,
on
I've done it as a character. So yeah, I'm yanking you. Are you letting me yank you?
No.
No. Okay.
So make opposed athletics checks.
29.
Nice,
24.
nice.
19.
Give me a second. 15 plus 7 is more than 19. So
22.
22.
It's just like,
So yeah, no, you're yanked behind the door that we just
18.
opened.
18.
13.
13.
watching you.
Yeah. So, yeah, just literally that. This happens.
I will assist you. On
But
that.
yeah, and
That
so,
is one thing I will help with.
and so now I'll make a stealth check.
Please do.
Go sleep, bitch.
Okay. 21.
21. Nicely done. Let's see here. Well,
It's good to be among.
they're not terribly wise. We'll find out. Oh, right. I should use that. Yeah. You see the giants, 2 of them sort of spin and look in that direction, and they kind of, and then they turn and continue walking along their way.
Sick.
And, okay, so they're going. What direction are they from and going to? I'm sorry.
They're traveling from 35 past 3 up to 14.
Shit. Okay. Shit.
Does the doors to 35 look open right now?
They are closed.
They're closed. Okay.
You just like, pop, coward. Oh.
Can't even see 35.
Now you will turn into a cow.
Okay.
I'm going to mime that I'd like to go to 35. I'd like to go to the doors that they just came from.
I will message and be like, what?
Oh, right. Let's go where they just came from.
And relay that to everyone.
Yeah, sure. Can I peek outside the door and see if the direction they came, what is there in the direction they came from?
Absolutely. No need to make a check. You look down along that way. You can see that there are 2 statues behind those doors as described last week. They look as though they've been transmuted. Progenitors of this Arturian line. Those doors are similar large, heavy double doors, just like the ones that you guys had
And they're
just come
closed.
through. They are closed.
Got it.
Yeah. These are less ornate. There are some carvings on the front and the backs of the primary doors. The ones that are going to turn down this hallway are just much more functional. They're large, heavy wood with iron banding holding everything together. Doesn't look like there's a locking mechanism on these either. Probably barred, if anything. But you've recently seen something come through here.
So by this point, are the skeletons carrying the rods out of sight?
You guys can see it pretty far away, but they are at a distance.
They're a couple hundred
I would
feet,
say,
out the way.
yeah, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 100. Yeah, I'd say they're about 120 feet away.
Garzvog looks longingly in their direction.
Like, given we can given that we can look that way, would I be able to see that the hallway gets to an intersection so I can wait until they take a turn or go through a door?
Yeah, looks like that's kind of where they're unloading and moving some stuff around. They seem preoccupied.
And they're also making a lot of noise because they're moving around metal rods.
Exactly.
Cool. Sick. So, yeah, I agree. We should go where they came from, just where they're going, sort of things going on. We shouldn't probably go that way. Yeah, are we all decently sneaky? No?
I'm wearing plate mail. I'm not sneaky at all.
Listen. I'll hold your hands. You can step where I step. We'll do it together. It'll be great.
Thankfully, I do have a cloak of elven kind, which cancels out my disadvantage.
There you go.
Yeah, I was trying to give you advantage by doing something.
Hold your hand.
Yeah, no, listen, be watch how I step where I step. It made sense in my head.
Yeah. No, I appreciate it. If he wants to give me advantage, I'll take that.
I've trained for a pretty long time on this. A relatively long time. Yeah, but
it's the same.
You're
it's okay.
Okay. And so Credo's gonna take what's your character's name again? My brain is gone. Take Ryan's hand. Just but not super crazy height difference. And just sort of start sneakily walking that direction.
Make stealth checks.
All right. Oh no.
So we're making stealth checks.
Yeah.
Oh, I should not have said something.
Dirty 20.
Soft 20.
Doesn't matter what my modifier it is. If I got a nat 1, does it?
In skill checks, technically, in 5th edition, for skill checks, it is not an automatic failure. That is only in combat.
Well, it's an 8.
An 8.
Nice.
Okay.
7.
13.
13. Okay.
I know, right?
Those are pretty. Those can stay.
I'm too focused
Like
on
forever.
trying to step where she steps.
Yeah, no, I was too focused on trying to teach you my ways of the monk, and I tripped super bad.
Yeah. As you guys are traveling, you do trip. You do eat a bit of ground.
Bit of rock.
Yeah. So you're the 8. You're the 7. You guys can see as they the giants do seem to, 2 of them kind of, and they definitely notice you guys and are beginning to travel. 2 of them are beginning to travel back down that hallway.
Yeah, where we have a locked door behind us. Yeah. Your wish is coming true, I think, my dude.
I'm going to. Is the door locked?
You don't know.
I'd like to. Can I investigate?
Yeah, it does not seem trapped, and there's no locking mechanism on it.
Okay.
So if you just want to try to push it, you can.
Mm-hmm.
While she's doing that,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go over to the hallway because you said that these squares are 10 feet.
Yeah.
I have a 10-foot 10-foot reach. I'm going to plant myself since they already know I'm here and just take a stance come on, motherfuckers, let's do this.
Okay.
I'm still holding his hand.
Okay.
So I'm there
Just
too.
go with
I'm just
Oh,
okay, I guess I'm going.
And Garzvog's just going to straighten his lion cape head thing. And
Good.
So Hercules.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Very Hercules.
I hope so.
Not
Very.
Rude of you.
very Hercules. And just
Make
very,
an athletics check.
think early Thor.
Oh.
Yeah.
The three athletic people are over here.
I was gonna say, can I open the door?
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
All right, did you open the door?
Yeah, baby.
I'm sorry. I only saw you.
That's a 26.
Yeah, you do. You go pushing it. You go pushing it
Remember
open.
your stats.
Yeah, so I'm gonna look behind me and go, oh shit, and I'm gonna try to pull him now. My job is pulling Goliaths in this game. I'm gonna try to pull him.
You know that like zoomy thing cats do at 2 a.m.? That's tied right now, zooming through the door. I'm trying not to call myself cocky.
Okay.
I was always gonna be like, we're not fighting.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to be like, I was like, oh shit, I try to yank you. Are you coming with me or are you
Do
trying to
I
resist me?
notice the door's open?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Then I'll
not.
fall back.
Again, these
Slowly.
are big doors. They creak. They scrape. They're not quiet doors. So yeah, you do notice that. Oh, Madeline's got the door open.
All right, go,
Did we look
go,
through?
go.
Yeah,
And I'm backing up, shield at the ready.
Just gonna heavy sigh and just like plod my way through the door. Just
Okay. As Madeline, as you open the door, without even making a check, you can begin to hear what sounds like shouting, drilling. What languages do you speak?
I think just Primordial and Thieves can't.
Okay, so you don't recognize what they're saying, but you've spent time on a ship. You understand what it is when a commander or when somebody in charge is calling out orders
Mm-hmm.
and people are responding.
Okay.
And it sounds like a large group of them. As you come in, so that you are like at the door, just walking in, people are beginning to file in behind you. You can hear that crowd of people yelling in one of those adjacent rooms. You're not quite sure which one.
Okay.
But yeah. What would you guys like to
We just
do?
went into 35.
Yeah, you guys are in that hallway marked 35.
Yeah, so I guess us two are the last to get in. I assume we just like close the doors behind us. Go.
If I can bar the door, I will.
Yeah, same.
There is like a large tree trunk, and it's not on a hinge, like you have to physically lift it and put it
Help
up
me.
over
Easy.
there. Yeah, so
Easy.
fine.
it takes 2 people making athletics checks. Go ahead and do it.
Fuck my dice tonight. 11.
25.
21.
It was like this.
Okay.
So I see him like slip, and I go, oh, got it, bud. Sorry, got
I
it.
need to stage my dice during the break.
You should have been here earlier.
Carlos, so you get the thing up and over, you get the bar into the door. What would you guys like to do?
Do I recognize the language that's being shouted?
What languages do you speak?
Abyssal, common, and giant.
Nope.
Common, infernal, primordial, undercommon.
Negative.
Almond, no mission, Sylvan.
I know common and giant.
No,
Ah.
none of those.
All right.
So, there,
Do any of you understand this noise?
Lord,
No?
else we need 'em.
there are
Yeah.
there are
Sandrill.
rough similarities to Orcish, but it is at best a distant cousin.
Might be like goblins or something, like small
Ye
orcs,
olde
big
orcish?
orcs.
Ye old Orcish.
Ye olde
Ye olde
orcish.
Okay.
Yeah, like I didn't pay much attention in orc school. I didn't teach.
You have orc school?
You know, yeah, orc school and teach to be a half orc. Yes, you only go half time if you're half orc. Sorry.
You guys hear up against the
actually
wall
amongst
a
school
loud
teachers.
banging, just as the doors and the bar that is locking them. Those giant skeletons have hit the doors and are
Ah,
attempting to come through them.
Oh shit.
well, fuck it. Might as well then.
So
So yeah, where do we hear the
Uh,
noises coming from?
Right behind us.
Well, no, the yelling
Make a
noises.
perception check
Oh, okay,
Everyone?
let me.
if you want to. Yeah,
15.
15's enough. Those 36.
Oh, like the nearest room to us
Yeah.
currently.
Yep.
And with that 15, do I hear any other noises from the other rooms? Like, for example, 34 that's right across.
Nothing that is drowning out both the giants pounding on the doors and the orders and the shouts of this
Yeah,
of
I'm gonna
people.
motion towards 34. Be like, guys, people there. This place looks empty. Want to try? Or do you want to head towards the people?
Well, I think we need to take care of the giants first.
Well, not if they don't find us.
The
They
ones
know
that-
where we were, but they don't see us now. We could go somewhere where they wouldn't find us.
We have to hide, is what she's saying.
I hear that.
I'm just checking.
Racing
I
And
see
I-
that she speaks differently than you,
Sure.
and it's just
and I
a
appreciate that.
miscommunication
Real
thing.
quick,
And
they hit the doors. Their impacts are not
Oh,
shaking the doors right
Okay.
now. The doors are very heavy. They're well reinforced, and the bar is holding. We are at the beginning of Minas Tirith and the
Yeah.
battle
Got
ram,
it.
not at the end of it. So right now it's just like loud knocking. Also, they are skeletons, so bludgeoning themselves up against the doors. They aren't the best equipped to do this, but they in time they will get through those doors. They will also draw attention just from making noise.
Yeah.
So,
And to that end, you guys are actually starting to notice that it sounds like the shouting from 36
Is
is
disturbed.
starting to be like, wait, what? That's not. Are you guys doing the loud shaking noises? We're not. Okay, we're not.
So
It's
if
not
we,
loud shaking. Is there dirt on the floor?
This is a stone floor.
Is there dust? Is there?
Oh,
it
no,
immaculate?
it's relatively clean. Yeah,
Um,
there's a little bit.
What I would like to do very quickly, sans mirror,
Uh huh.
is get some stuff on my hands and start to like hard contour,
Okay.
Mhm.
like
Okay.
Sure.
Halloween Horror Night my face.
Are you proficient in disguise?
Yes, I am,
Then you may make a disguise check at disadvantage.
but I'm proficient.
Yes, I know, but you're
Can
not
I hold
using
up
a
my-
disguise.
you're not using your kit. You're
You're not a
using
So-
disguise kid.
kit.
she uses one brush from the disguise kit in the dirt.
Those were.
What happened?
Oh no.
Aww. This
It's
saddens me.
I'm sorry.
19.
19. Okay. You look not like a dirty person and more like a gaunt undead thing.
Should we be doing that?
I have a bad idea. This is a contingency plan.
What's the bad idea? I want to be a part of it.
I'm going
I
to
like
try
bad
to. I'm going to
ideas.
try to pass my. If someone intelligent-ish sort of comes around, I'm going to try to pass myself off as, not Nisa, Neva's assistant or new plaything or something.
Cool. Are we doing undead disguises? I can do that. And so I pull out my hat of disguise and just like.
Well, I'm just doing this because I'm actually really just good at lying to people,
Oh.
and I haven't done it in a day or two, and I'm starting to forget how.
Oh wait, hold up. So
I don't
yeah, so like,
believe
so I feel like, so pulls out effectively like a little black beanie and starts like pull it on, and face gets kind of like gaunt and like green, like already half orc, so already pretty greenish, but like sort of more zombie and like crappy looking. But then lifts it back off and says, "Oh wait, do you have to be good at lying to do this?"
Well, it's a thing that I can do.
Just nod along. It'll be fine.
Okay, put on the hat. So I'm now disguised as like
Can I
a zombie
look at the door while
looking,
they're
zombie looking
goofing
hat.
Absolutely. Yeah, you see the door. You see the door swing open.
Oh, great.
Oh shit.
And stepping out, there's one individual. Make a perception check. Just you.
Is this coming out of the like
36.
working door?
19.
19. It's a hobgoblin.
Okay.
There's something off about it. You
Okay.
can't.
Of course.
You can't tell what, but something about it very much has your cleric senses tingling.
Okay.
The creature opens up the door, sees you, you see it. It scans across and then begins shouting something in Goblin. Like all of you to flip for initiative, please.
Here we go.
All right. Starting at the top with Ace. King. King are the hobgoblins. You hear a cry from this lieutenant that is coming out. You think he would be in charge. Perhaps he has some sort of higher rank, but that impression only lasts up until the true leader steps out. But first, he calls into the room and filing out of and filling the entire breadth of the hallway in a perfect lockstep and with tremendous precision and order, faster than you expected them to, is about 20 hobgoblins armored in chainmail, shields at the ready, spears and long swords. I'm just going to say long swords because that's easier to only do one metal piece for me. Up. And they form a phalanx. There are two hobgoblin lieutenants. And then you see stepping behind them large, slightly feline features, orange in its skin, pointed with a grand top knot. What is the hobgoblin warlord? So the goblins take up their phalanx. That is going to require all of their movement and action. The lieutenants issue 2 commands, and the whole phalanx steps and begins closing in on you guys. When you started, they are now pressing you so that you're about 20 feet to that wall. That's the only distance between you and them, as they have filled that hallway.
I have a silly question.
Yes.
Are we currently between the phalanx and the doors the giants are banging on?
Correct.
Got it.
That is exactly where you are.
That's not silly. That's terrifying, but necessary.
Good clarification. And actually the hobgoblin warlord does have his own command. So he is going to issue a command for them to launch javelins. I would like all of you to make a dexterity saving throw, please. Fantastic.
So I have advantage on dex saves.
Yep.
Ooh.
For those of you unsure, I am going to be using my horde rules for the hobgoblins because individually they are not strong. But
22. No,
Success.
23.
okay. DC of 14.
Yep.
Success. Failure. Fail.
Fail, but on a fail, I take half damage. 'cause
That's
I'm
correct.
evasion.
Evasion.
9, but I also have evasion.
Evasion? There you
Hell
go.
yeah.
28. Okay. So
Yeah, sneaky.
that is a total of, if you failed, you take 26 hit points. If you have evasion and you failed, you take 13 points of piercing damage. If you succeeded, you take 13 points of piercing damage. If you succeeded with evasion, you take nothing.
Thank you, temporary hit points.
Yes.
Right.
All right. King, Queen,
Queen.
Ryan.
I'm going to run in front of Tiny Mama.
Okay.
And
The javelins have come flying at you. You have seen this in arrows before, just sort of a field wave of them. And that is why it is this big sort of AoE attack. You see them clattering to the left and to the right. These are tactics you are familiar with.
I'm going to place myself in front of her
Mm-hmm.
and fuck it. How long is this hallway again?
Pretty long.
Well, I mean, like width-wise, it's
Mm.
30.
You're over here, right? Oh, sorry.
It's like 30 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just
I'm gonna call it 25. Looking at that corner and going across the diagonals. Okay. So they have formed up and 5 feet. So they got a couple of ranks in there.
I'm going to point towards the middle
Mm-hmm.
and just shout and cast Shatter.
Great. Yeah.
Nice.
So they need to make a Constitution saving throw.
I make one save for them. They do save, but go ahead and roll it, and we're going to multiply it out by the number of people that you could.
Okay, so
catch.
that is 3d8.
Yeah. What is the radius on Shatter?
10 foot.
So I'm going to say you catch at least 4 or 5 people.
That's 9. That's 10.
10? Okay, so I'm going to say that is 5 times 5. 2 of them collapse. The shatter goes off. It sends off this huge reverberating echo through the area. The sound bursting across them. 2 of the horde fall out dead. 18 of them remain.
The whole castle know where we are, mate.
They kind of already did.
Like half of we don't know how big the castle is.
All right. Queen, Jack,
Jack,
go for it.
I would like to rage.
Well done.
Can surprise.
And then I will go up to whatever is closest to me.
Yeah, part of the phalanx. Do it.
Reckless, Great Weapon Master.
All right.
That is a 29 to hit.
Does hit.
So that is. Oh God. That's 1. So that's 7 plus 10, 17 points of damage.
17 points of damage. Cleaves through one of them, and the axe.
Yes.
And the axe embeds deep into another. 17 of the horde remain.
Natural 20.
All right.
I had a 1 and a natural 20.
You did.
So that is 3d12.
Yep.
That's
Thank you. There's my other d12. Okay, that's better than last time, that's for sure. So that's 18 plus 3, 21 plus 3, which is 24, plus 10, so it's 34.
34.
Wait, no, and plus 6, so 40 points of damage.
Where's the 6 come from?
My strength modifier plus my plus 1 great axe.
And what were the first 2 plus 3s?
No, I had 18. So 18. I have a 9 and 9 and a 3, so it's 21.
Great.
Plus 10, which is
31.
Plus 3, which is
34.
34. Plus 6, which
Okay.
is 40.
Sounds good.
Respect.
2 plus 1 plus 1.
4 more
Not a
of the
big boy.
horde come crushing through. 13 of them. The front rank is completely in shambles. You can hear the goblin commanders yelling at them. You would assume commands to get back in ranks.
yeah.
All right. Queen, Jack, 10.
10.
Madeline.
How far is the warlord?
The warlord is 30 feet away.
C'est bon.
Now that he's disrupted the ranks,
Uh-huh.
you, with an acrobatics or athletics check, you can get to him.
Mhm.
It'll determine how many attacks of opportunity you take along the way.
Okay, I'm going to slowly walk.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Well, there's people in between you
No,
and him.
I know. I mean, do I have to like
Type them.
fuck it? Whatever I wanted to do is garbage.
What were you gonna do?
I'm gonna run to him or whatever. And
I
then
apologize.
and then stab him.
What did you want to do?
It's I was gonna nothing. Okay. So I stab with both because I can.
Yes.
Nope.
Um,
But you have yeah, so you attack against me?
yeah, make the acrobatics check, please.
Okay. Blah 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 20.
20. Okay. Yeah, just one guy. That is 14 to hit.
Nope.
Okay. What'd you roll to attack?
I think the lowest was a 13.
Okay. 18 is their armor
Yeah,
class.
no. None of it hits. But at least I'm there.
Okay. Yeah, you go dashing through the ranks
Mhm.
up to attacking. 10, 9, 8,
10.
10.
Mhm.
Go for it.
Okay, so in order to get up to the war leader where she is,
Yeah.
that would also provoke attack of opportunity for me.
Yeah, because he's disrupted their ranks. And so they had lined up soldiers. He comes carving through with the axe. They start falling by the wayside. A lot of them are not in a position to start stabbing at stuff. You see her sort of run and dash in between them. You can make an athletics or an acrobatics check to get past the through the hole that he's essentially broken.
That's gonna be a 20, not nat.
Yeah, absolutely. So a single attack of opportunity as you go sailing by. A natural 2, that's going to miss.
Cool. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and 2-weapon fighting him. I'm going to go in with my rapier first. So that's 19.
Does hit.
Okay. And then also, let's go ahead and do this first. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then because he's in with 5 feet of my ally or his enemy, I'm going to go ahead and use my sneak attack.
Absolutely.
So that's 5 for that. And then sneak attack is going to be 6, 11, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go ahead in with a dagger on that, which is going to be another 19.
Okay.
I don't get sneak attack for that second attack, right?
You do not.
Okay, then that one's just 6.
Okay. Nicely done.
Just 6, my God.
You come through the ranks as well. One of the guys tries to swing out at you. The 2 of you circle around the hobgoblin warlord. You begin stabbing into him. Anything else? I think that's all your actions.
Let me make sure because I think I might have a bonus action that might help me.
The offhand attack is your
the
bonus
offhand.
action.
You're right. Thank you.
Okay.
Good.
10, 9.
9.
Also 9. Go first.
It's higher dex.
Because you have the higher
probably
dice.
me.
So go for
Statistically.
it.
All right, sure. Yeah, so there's 13 left.
Yes.
All right, excellent. I'm gonna go get up in there.
Okay.
Who's the so I'm gonna take a little sip
Mm-hmm.
from my little camelback
Yes.
straw,
Yeah.
and I'm going to run however far I have to run, probably not that far,
Not far.
to get right up in the first messed up rank and take a big sideways swing at the first hobgoblin that gets in my way.
Absolutely.
All right. Ooh, I rolled that. 14 to hit.
Misses. They do
All right.
have on heavy armor and shields.
Yeah.
So
First one.
Yeah.
First one misses. I sort of overshot there. Let me try that again. I try the other hand.
Okay.
Love a monk. Oh my god, 15.
Still misses. 18 is the AC.
Just
Shake it off.
warm it up. Just warm it up. Yeah, just gonna keep going. Okay, finally, 18.
That does it.
Literally that. Okay,
Yes.
great. So, okay, yeah. So the first 2 were my action. This one is the first of flurry of blood.
Great.
Announcing
So you're doing a
flurry of blows.
Sounds good.
Yep. So I'll mark a key point. And I did. Ooh, what do I add to damage? I forget.
Your dex or your strength.
Just my dex. Okay, cool. Yeah. So that's 7 damage.
Okay. Nice.
With the first of the flurry of blows. And so as I hold up. This is hit number 3. So last hit, I'm going to pop, 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 and then a roundhouse kick to the side. Let's go. Let's hopefully hit. Come on. Dang it, nope. Just another whiff.
Oof.
But I turn, I don't know. My flurry of blows includes a lot of speed and a disengage, so I turn that kick into a cool flip and land on my feet.
Nice.
Say, meant to do that.
All right. So as the roundhouse kick makes some impact, and then you spin back and get your disengage, it looks shaken. That one's almost dropped.
Cool.
So, okay. 10.
9, but yeah.
Rolled some shit.
How is the general guy looking?
Good.
Looking good? Okay.
Yeah, he looks healthy.
And I can see him from where I am behind
You
Brian.
can. Well, you got to look around him.
Yeah,
but
good.
Yeah.
Lean
Between
around.
my legs.
Spread. I want to cast Guiding Bolt on him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dang it.
7.
Nope, 16 doesn't hit.
16 does not hit. The bolt goes flying through the air, out a little wide. Anybody left? New round.
Oh, man.
Up top, Ace.
Ace.
Try again, little
Determined,
mama.
I'm going to try
Do
to
it.
shoot him again. Motherfucker. That's an that one.
Okay. That automatically fails as the bolt dissipates before it even leaves your fingers. Just the holy energy bounces out and spreads across. Ace. King.
King. Garzavok has a huge smile on his face as he's like waiting in this ridiculous horde of
Mm-hmm.
hobgoblins and reckless great weapon master. It's a 24.
Does hit.
Okay, so that is let's see. 9 plus 6 is 15 plus another 10, so it's 25 points of damage.
25. Two more go crushing into the ground as
Okay.
you reap through them. Second attack.
Second attack. 28.
Definitely.
And that's 11 plus 3. So it's 14 plus 10, 24.
24. Yeah, two more. The front rank is completely shattered at this point. The back row is in disarray. Anything else, Garzvog?
I believe that is all he can do.
Okay.
Yeah, so he'll just sit back and admire his work.
Sounds good. Did you flip a card for the second round?
I did not. I shall do that now.
Please do.
Oh, it's a jack.
Well, there you go. So we are on King, Queen,
Queen.
Jack, Queen.
Stab.
Stab.
Stabby, stabby.
Okay, better. The lower is a 22.
So both will hit.
All right, so let's get this one up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. Okay. 5, 10, 26 plus 5, 31
31. Nice.
for the first, and then 7.
Okay. Yeah, the rapier and the magical blade cut deep into him. You can feel the armor itself is very sturdy, but there's something about the flesh that is very soft, oddly soft, as you pull the blades free.
Fish.
Like the free action gag.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Don't like that.
Rotten peaches. Oh my god, they're rotten peaches.
Ew.
Okay. You were on a queen?
Yes.
Jack.
Yep. So yeah, I'm still wailing on this hobgoblin.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I came out of that flip side. Let's try this again. I'm gonna go in with elbows.
Yes.
Go.
Throw them
Throw
bows.
them bows.
That's a 10, so no.
10's
I've been
gonna
rolling
miss.
so bad on attacks. Come on.
All gotta save their dice.
Come on. You know what? I'm gonna use a different D20. Different D20.
Switch it up.
It's gotta help, right? No, that's a 5. That's still gonna miss. I'm gonna flurry blows again because I better do something on my turn. So
Yes.
elbow, fail. Let's try to
Nice.
sweep the leg. Let's try to knock him off balance.
All right. Let's sweep the leg.
And I rolled a 6.
Good lord.
Also, no, I'm gonna check. Guess I'll try that again because I've got to get past these bad rolls somehow. The only way to do this is
Power
to
Gotta
do
keep
them.
rolling.
Power through. Yes. Okay. Great. 20.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that one I'm just gonna kick and try to take out his kneecap.
Do it.
Because at this point I'm just pissed.
Yeah.
Respectable.
All right, let's go. Come on. That's an 11 points of damage.
11. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So the kick goes through this guy, the one that you had hit. He stumbles into the next one.
Nice.
You can actually see when he sort of KOs, passes out, his neck snaps at a very weird, uncomfortable angle. and it's kind of hanging off to the side when he hits the ground, dead.
Yeah, so free action. Yawing with us, rotten peaches.
Jack, 10. Jack.
How did the lieutenant look?
They have not been touched. The two lieutenants are up and.
Can I get to them?
With an athletics check, yes.
With 10 feet of reach, can I get to them?
Maybe. Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'd like to run up. Actually, no, I'll make the check
Okay.
because I have something I want to do. I'm not doing Vex. No.
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay. 19.
Yeah, you drop your shoulder. You push your way, shield first, past a couple of the guys to one of the two lieutenants. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna attack this motherfucker.
Do it.
3 attacks. That is a 21.
21 does hit.
All right. D6. 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Attack again. 19.
Hits.
Another 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Last attack. 15?
13.
13. I don't do math good.
So I was like,
13.
That one misses.
All right. And then bonus action, because I can do this as an Eldritch Knight, I'm going to cast Thunderclap.
Do it.
He has disadvantage on his saving throw because I Eldritch striked him. Any creature I hit has disadvantage.
What's the save?
It is con.
Con save. At disadvantage. Natural 3. Fails.
Okay, so that is 3d6.
Do it.
That's a 9. 12.
12. The clap of thunder comes ringing out across him. And yeah, he's looking terrible. Another good hit. And he'd probably hit the
Any creature within 5 feet of me would have had to make that.
Okay.
Not at disadvantage because I
Right. I'm going to say 3 others, one being the second lieutenant. The second lieutenant saves the natural 18.
Yep.
The other one, does a 12 save?
No.
Okay, so the other 2 fail. And that was 12 points of damage.
Yes.
So there's 2 more of the phalanx down and out.
So just...
Yeah, that big wave comes pouring through them. 2 of them that you had just rushed past come flailing forward. Their body sort of does that weird ragdoll thing.
The old Skyrim physics?
Yeah, the old Skyrim physics. Absolutely. Yeah. Jack, 10, 9, 8, 7.
Hi.
Hello.
We're going tried and true.
Let's do it.
That's going to be a 10 on that first one with the rapier.
Well, that's not going to work.
Okay, well, it happens.
It does. Everybody has that happen.
Yep.
And that's going to be a 17 for that second attack.
Barely misses.
No, yeah. Then,
he turns the armor on his arm. He's wearing heavy plate, and he just sort of twists the blade, deflecting it off to the side. 7, 6. No, right? 6. Good. Okay. 6 is the bad guys. Garzbog, you are in the middle of what is left of my phalanx.
Yep.
After just destroying 90% of it.
Didn't last super long.
You have all your attacks have advantage against me.
Yes. So for my horde, I'm gonna do one attack with a bonus modifier. This is a natural 19 plus is gonna hit. And they are going to utilize their martial advantage.
I don't like the sound of that.
I love the sound of that.
Yeah, but not for the bad guys.
You're just a hater.
I mean, yes.
So for a total damage for all 6 of them is 38 points of damage, halved to 19.
19. Still in triple digits.
Yep.
Level 12. Level 12.
Wait.
Following up with the lieutenants, they are going to make 2 greatsword attacks each. Ryan, you are right in their grill, so that is where that is going. Natural 1, natural 7, natural 5. All of those are going to miss. Natural 16 plus 6, 22 should hit.
No, because I'm going to cast shield.
Okay, you cast
So
shield.
until the end of my turn, I am 26.
That's done.
Shit.
Well, that was nice.
Dragon level, basically.
Just
Yeah.
reaction. Oh, that's cool.
No,
Bye.
it's my reaction, so I can't do anything else until my next turn.
No, I mean me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This is the last turn.
All right. Warlord time. Evens. Odds. First up, Shield Bash for a 26 to hit against the Kitty.
Yes, uncanny
Yes.
dodge.
That is fine.
See, Kitty does not like the hits.
I would like you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh. Oh. That is a 3.
Okay. So that is 4 points of damage, halved
Okay.
to 2. And now that you are prone, so he turns around with his big fist, he sort of backhands you. It's a light hit, and you go to dodge, but you slip, you lose your footing. And now that you are on the ground, he is going to, long sword straight down with 2 hands. Natural 20. And he
I
will.
can't.
He will.
I can't hear anything because
No.
it's prone.
And he will use his martial advantage on that. So
Can I use a reaction to do something? Because I'm right there.
make a dex save.
Kids, we've had a lot of fun tonight.
Yeah.
Lovely.
That was fast. Cody's getting ready to roll a lot of dice.
Just
over there.
like,
Fuck your dick. 11.
11.
Yeah.
apparently, when you use sneak attack on somebody, they get personal with it.
You do get personal with it. 5, 10, 15, 17, 34 plus 4, 38 points of damage.
You're fine.
Oh, it's a dump
You'll be
stat.
It's a big long sword in 2 hands, comes writhing down. He draws it up, not expecting you to survive, and immediately whips it around and cuts at Madeline.
All right.
Kitty don't like this.
Bitch, try.
22.
Yeah, I'm kind of dodge.
Okay.
Love a rogue. Love to rogue.
That is 14 points of damage, half to 7. As he comes sweeping across.
Let me bleed my own blood.
What makes me bleed my own blood but me?
Well done. 6. Anybody left? New round.
Nobody. Oh yes.
Okay.
Ace.
Not to be like not to be like the horde should have probably attacked me, but I'm not gonna say that because they didn't.
When I have 20 people, I usually only give them they focus
Nice.
on one person.
Nice.
It just saves me from rolling.
And there's also
bag
For
of
you,
dice.
like
for
you know
for you.
the guy who's decimated like
Yeah.
90% of their ranks.
Fuck.
Killed like one of them.
The lowest. What is his AC?
18.
I'm a monk.
No.
Okay. Understood.
Fuck!
She screams to the heavens.
Yes.
Ace. King.
Oh, I have the other
Ace. Let's do it.
Reckless, great weapon master on all the other. How many of the
6.
6? I'm gonna try to take them all out in one shot.
I believe in you. You got
Natural
this.
20.
Natural 20. All right. 3d12.
So that is 16
Mm-hmm.
plus 6,
22.
22 plus 3, 25
25.
plus 10, 35.
35. That's 3 of them.
Hmm.
3 left.
I might be
3
able to
left.
do this if I get lucky.
It's true.
Never much funny.
That's 28.
Yes, that will hit.
Just a 28.
Just the 28. Oh, I know.
Here you go.
How dare.
12 on the dice. Plus 6. So that's 18 plus 3, 21.
Plus 10,
Yes, plus 10. So
31.
31.
1 left.
Oh, one.
Yes. Wait, did I add 10 last time?
You did.
I did.
You
Okay.
did.
Just trying to make
Yep.
sure.
Yep.
Because there's a lot of numbers going
Math
on.
Lots of
is hard.
numbers.
Math is hard.
Okay. One member of the phalanx remains. He looks oddly placid.
I just turn and smile at him.
He just sort of stares back at you.
Well, this isn't fun.
Ace, King,
King.
Ryan.
Take my shots.
Let's do it. 2 lieutenants surrounding you.
Yeah. Let's go, motherfuckers. That's a no.
Mhm. No.
Uh,
22.
20. All right. Yeah. She's good at math. I am not. And I'm
Mhm.
going to versatile this. Hold it with both hands.
Okay, so you grab the trident with both hands. You jam it into him.
For a minimum damage of 4.
4. Okay.
And then my last attack. No. And because I can do it again, bonus action thunderclap again.
Thunderclap. Disadvantage on the guy that you have attacked, natural 2. And only one other person in range at this point, natural 19.
That saves.
Yep.
So
This is a cantrip. They don't take half damage on when they.
yeah, I don't. Yeah. So
No,
yeah,
there's
they
no
don't get-
half on the
yeah.
cantrip. Okay. So
Yeah, it's they. Yeah. So that is 6. 10.
10. With the thunderclap, the guy that you have been focusing on sort of falls back. He hits the ground, the armor beginning to sort of splinter off of him just with the force of the thunder. You get this odd, terrible, like chemical spell. King, Queen, Jack.
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 I'm sorry, I have a queen.
Queen.
You just real fast.
Yeah, no, I am. And
You're okay.
if I go past
That's
it,
me.
please say it.
And so it's been a long time since I've had a character that was prone, so forgive me. To stand up is the movement.
It is half your speed to stand up. So you have a speed of 30.
Mm-hmm.
So you stand up for 15 feet. You can move 15 feet more after.
Okay. I don't need to move 15 because he's right there.
That's true.
So she's gonna go and stand up, and honestly, like rogue's tried and true, guys.
Let's
just
do
keep doing it. 22.
Does hit.
That is gonna be this.
With sneak.
3, 4. That's 5 for the first, and then we're gonna sneak attack that. I lost one. No, it's right there. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then we're going to go back in there with that dagger that she has, which is going to be 17.
Miss.
That's okay. We did 20 points of damage, so
Nice.
I'm okay with this.
That is good.
You were the only person touching him so far.
You got one sneak attack on him. Yeah, it was a good one. Okay. So, yes. What is the kitty's name?
It's Tide.
Tide.
Yeah.
Tide.
Yeah, with a D.
With a
You
D.
can trail off if you got us. She's
Nah.
not that picky.
It's okay. Tide hops up from being knocked prone, drives the rapier into him. Again, very soft. But yeah, it does hurt. It's looking like the warlord's on its last legs. Queen, Jack.
Jack.
Little mama.
So there's both lieutenants still up?
There
One
is
lieutenant.
one
One
lieutenant,
lieutenant,
one
one regular?
warlord, and one
Just
member of the
soldier.
phalanx.
Okay.
There are only 3 things left.
How far am I? I was at the very back of everything, I think. I just wonder if I can get
With
closer.
25 feet, you could get to any of them.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Screw it. I'm gonna go help with the big bad one.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm just gonna march up there. Tired of trying my spells, I'm just gonna swing at him with my
Do it.
You know.
Screw it. Bow!
Just
Oh my-
kneecap him.
Yeah, I was like, call you the. There was a no.
And then my bonus action, I want to heal her with
Yay!
Which one's way down?
There was a
healing
gnome-
word.
There was a
second
gnome
level.
barbarian.
Second level.
One campaign they had called
So
the Leg
2d4 plus your wisdom modifier.
Was it plus 2?
Plus 3.
+3.
There's like some name the Leg Chopper.
Motherfucker. You get 5 points.
Hey, I'll take it, man.
5 more than she
I'm
had.
burning
It's
all
true.
those dice.
We need to sage
Sandra's gonna be
everything.
so
Just
upset.
sage
I
the
need
table.
tiny mama dice. This is gravel and this is DM. So
Okay. You come up there, you take the swing with the hammer, you toss a healing word out. Tide hears it and goes, "Oh yeah, you're right. I do feel a little better."
You know what?
Just
Thanks.
on the side.
Yeah.
Respect that. You ever thought about being a motivational speaker?
Good times. You were a
Jack.
10.
10. All right, excellent. So
Credo.
I'm gonna try to like jump and like fly and kick this last horde guy in the face.
Get it. Big flying sidekick.
Big money, big money, big money. Yeah, okay. Thank goodness. 21.
Does hit. Absolutely.
Sick. That's gonna be a fat 9 damage.
9 damage is enough to take the head off of this guy.
Oh, because I was just gonna say, if I hit him, I'm gonna try to jump off of him and
going.
on to the next dude.
Go for it.
Right. So
Sure.
I like hop up in the air, kick him. He's down. Jump off of his body to who's next in line, lieutenant or
the
captain?
lieutenant.
Or captain. All right.
Yeah.
So-
Captain's in the back.
Yeah, that's gonna send me like barreling into the captain. Fist out. Let's see.
Lieutenant.
Whatever the lieutenant.
Yep.
Let's go.
Come
Oh,
on
that's a
over
nat
here.
one. So nope.
Oh.
So that one, yeah, that one.
That one
absolutely
whiffs. I
misses.
absolutely like go like sail past him in slow motion. Go, just kidding. And tuck and roll.
Pop
Gonna
back up.
pop back up. Do a kip up and try to just like straight kick him in the face. Let's go. Yes. All right. 20.
20 does hit.
All right. Come on. 10 damage.
10 points of damage. Okay, nice.
10 points of kicking in the face damage.
A very specific type of damage.
Yes.
Yes.
It
Yeah,
doesn't have
and
resistance to it.
yeah, I'm going to. Yeah, I might as well flurry blows it.
Do it.
God.
Take the swing.
That was okay. That was 3. Well, I've already flurry blows it because I've taken 3. So let me mark these. Okay. All right. So
So you technically have not. You can always make a third attack as a
With my
bonus,
bonus
action.
action.
That is not a flurry of blows.
right, the flurry of
Spending
blows
the key-
takes my bonus action.
Spending the key point as a flurry of blows gives you one
Extra.
additional attack.
Yes.
Got it.
So yep, I'm going to spend the point because I have plenty to blow.
Do it.
And do another hit.
Great.
Yep. That's going to be an 18.
18 does hit.
Yes.
Barely.
Okay. Oh, and max damage. So that's going to do 15.
15 points of damage.
Yeah,
Nicely
15 kicked him in the face.
done.
So last thing, I'm gonna just knee him in the balls.
Good.
Skeletal.
I feel like at the end of all this, you're just gonna be like, but we look damn cool doing it.
Listen, what's the point of a monk?
Real quick,
Yes.
what are you adding to your damage?
What am I
'Cause You
adding?
rolled an 8 on the dice,
Is it not +7?
No, it's +3.
Oh, I'm a stupid idiot. It's
so 11.
I've been doing things very wrong. I think I read the attack
Mm-hmm.
thing. It was like, oh, I just add that. No.
It's
Plus
very silly that those two numbers are so close
But so
and yet
different.
not the same.
All right. So terribly sorry. That one does not do 15. It did 8 + 3, which is 11.
11. I got you.
And I will not. And I will retcon things if you want me to.
No. That's
all right.
But it's the first time you're rolling for a character now in a month. Then yes, but right now you are
Aye, aye.
absolutely okay. That's why I'm.
This is all just making up for those like 4 or 5 attacks where I just missed again and again.
Exactly. Okay. You were a 10, right?
I was.
9, 8. 8 are the bad guys. The 2 of them that are left. Okay. Sword.
All right.
Natural 3. Natural 5. We can put that lieutenant to bed now.
Sweet. Right in the camera.
Madison.
I think that's the camera.
Madeline. I'm recovering.
Very soon.
Poor
Yep.
Cody.
Here we go. Shield bash. 16 plus 9, 25.
Uncanny
Need
dodge.
a strength saving throw.
You got this.
17.
So you stay up.
Woo.
Nice.
Yeah.
So he comes very similar to what he did to Tide. Came back around, tries to trip you. You hold up, and don't leave Tide hanging.
I was just here like,
Okay. So then he will split the attacks, sword and
Oh
sword.
shit, sorry.
Natural 2 against Madison. It was 6 points of damage, half to 3 with your uncanny dodge. And against Lekiti, 17. 8 plus
Uncanny
9,
dodge.
17. Okay.
Uncanny dodge.
So with the second hit, and yeah, this he'll put on his martial advantage.
I don't understand what he has against cats, but I'm starting to feel like he's an animalist. Like,
Have a good time. And honestly,
Total of
So
20,
backpack.
half to 10.
Okay.
Okay. That is it for them on
Only
an
5
8.
because I just got
Anybody
one.
left?
Yeah.
New round.
Ooh, not great.
Up top, Ace.
Right here.
Shoot him.
We're mad, but it doesn't work. That was a 10.
First one misses.
I'm recovering, you know?
Yeah.
23.
Hits.
Cool.
And sneak attack.
It's that. And then I need one more of you.
So many little
6, 7, 8. And then, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
Ooh, that's
17,
a lot.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. If you want to round up, that's 30, but you don't have to.
I don't have to. 19 is all he had. So 29 is more than enough. Tied with a dagger on your offhand.
That's actually with the rapier on
With the
that
rapier?
one. Mhm.
Okay, yeah. Rapier comes through, skewers him easily, and he sort of slides and sloughs off of it back onto the floor, and just this odd sort of gooey noise.
Bad kebabs down.
Ace, King.
King.
There is one lieutenant remaining.
Oh, how far?
Well, 10 feet.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, absolutely. You shift back over to him, rapier
Right.
and short sword in hand.
Yeah, the lowest is a 19.
Yeah, both hit.
Okay, so let's do this motherfucker first. 10, 23 plus 28.
That's showtime.
Hey! Okay. Yeah, just stand around it. Everyone has done these amazingly cool things, and just all Indiana Jones. Oh, boom! All right, good job, everybody.
As you guys take a quick moment to look
I would
around,
immediately like to a perception check to hear if anyone else is coming, since we just
Yeah, I was gonna
thunderclap
say
the
maybe we
bejesus
should.
yeah, make a
Look.
perception check.
So can multiple of us do that?
Absolutely,
Yeah, and
everybody.
Isn't there also?
The people behind us.
Yeah, there's also still people banging on the
Look,
door.
don't
Right?
There's
remind
something here
him.
somewhere.
Oh, like he doesn't know.
I know, but I can hope.
he didn't. He was sick. So thanks, Cole.
Well, excuse me if I'm also a DM and I will
No, you're good.
understand the
Fight
pain.
giants.
I
Who just want to fight giants?
I will say you guys have been hearing the banging of the giants on the door throughout the course of this fight.
Yeah.
When you turn around, you can see that the doors. It looks like they've gotten one really good hit on them. The doors themselves haven't splintered, but the part where the bar is hanging has started to loosen from the door. So now there's this little bit of a crack that they could kind of see through, or if they were like an ooze or something, they could squeeze through. But they're still working on it. Perception checks, starting over here with Madeline. 28.
18.
18.
Big 6.
Yes.
13.
13.
Sorry, I was
You're
listening.
21.
21.
Perception 11.
11. You guys are listening. You know that there is there are the giants behind the door over there by 3.
Mm-hmm.
I will say you can, Madeline with a 28, absolutely. Anybody with over 21, you guys can hear that there is more attention being drawn by those giants. So there are people coming that way to investigate things and see what is going on there. You don't hear anything coming from 38, 37, or 34. And I'm going to double check 39 for you right now because I don't always. Oh, right. No, you don't.
It's not ominous at all.
No, I don't what?
There's nothing. You don't hear anything coming from
39?
that direction.
Oh, 34 might be a great job, guys, because that gets us to another place.
Not that you would know. Yeah.
You guys do have the map.
Yes.
We do
Oh,
have that.
You have a
Sorry.
map of this.
Sorry.
Yeah, no. You are absolutely okay. I rarely give out maps when it is something this complicated
Got
to
it.
describe it to people. They soul caged the Darkling.
Fargren.
Fargren, and he was able to
Oh.
describe for them and provide you guys with this map.
Got it.
So
Sure, make them go.
She would just pull it out real fast and be like, 34 gets us to a different spot. Shall we go? Let's go.
Unless we want to check
We
what
do-
they were doing
we-
in that room.
Well, we need to find the phylactery.
Right, they were drilling in the room. I don't know if that could be related. Probably not.
I don't know, but we're checking everything because I
Alright.
don't know this man well enough to know where he would hide a phylactery. And we've had several long philosophical discussions about where one would or would not,
Right.
and we've just sort of come up even. So we're checking everything.
I'm gonna. I'm gonna just the place the hobgoblins just came out of. Just peek around the door. What do I see?
it is a training room. There are weapon racks all along the walls. There are hanging shields. There are armor suits. And the floor down around the outside beneath like the benches is littered with bones. Bones that seemingly have skin and fur that still remain on them. And as you guys have sort of...
I'm going to close the door as soon as I see like bones with shit on them. Close the door, try to bar it.
Mm-hmm.
No. Let's move the bodies into that room and then bar it.
Oh, good idea.
Might slow them down.
While they're looking, I want to take like the shields and any sort of plates I can off the bodies. And the door that the giants are banging on, slide them like door jams.
Okay. Yeah. Make
Brilliant.
me... Are you proficient in any tools you think that might be? I mean, it's improvised. Just make me an athletics check.
Athletics? Okay.
Yeah, just give me an athletics check.
Is something like
Sam.
Tinker's tools?
I was gonna say, I can
No.
take
That's a little too fine.
Yeah, okay.
I appreciate
All right,
it. though.
come on, Grog. Don't fuck me.
There's not any like light armor in there that's going to be really helpful to a little taxi that's very squishy, is there?
The lightest armor seems to be chainmail.
That would be better than leather.
8.
wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
No, it
Grog,
would- it
I'm
would-
just going to get rid of all my
and-
dice tonight.
That is okay. So what you do get them. You're jamming some of it in there. You're piling it up. It doesn't get that good like in between the stone and wood jam that you're hoping
Yeah.
for, but it's in the way. Couldn't hurt.
Yeah. Anything helps.
Sure, so
As you
good
guys are
idea,
moving,
good idea. Take the shields and the armor off the things and shove them in the room and close it, bar it, done.
No,
you
but
sure-
we're bodies.
I don't think you're taking the time to disarm.
No, like shields.
Yeah, you grab the he grabbed the shields to jam in there. You guys toss the bodies in
Grab
there.
23 shields.
Sure.
It's got big arms.
Yeah. As you guys are moving the bodies,
Yeah.
The skin on these things has become very tight and gaunt, and the smell very much reminds you of bodies that have been prepped for burial or to be burned. It's
Like embalming.
yeah, very much like as you are spending intimate time with these guys.
Getting
There's-
intimate with the dead bodies.
Right, absolutely. There's a reason that they were moving and behaving just like hobgoblins would have in life, but it is very clear that they were not alive.
Yeah.
That while they could produce and form simple tactics, a true hobgoblin commander probably would have sounded a retreat or made a more tactical move. So you're getting this is more of facsimile of life than true life. You guys toss them into that room. Roll me. Everybody, roll me a percentile.
Doing great.
Who is anybody that rolled below a 68? Raise your hand. Okay. So it takes you about 4 minutes of picking people up and moving them. You guys are moving at a clip. I will say the giants.
Does being a very speedy boy help me at all, or no?
That is how it helps.
Got it.
Yeah. The giants they've continued to bang on it, and in that like 1 minute or once per minute, there was a really good sort of hit, and you're starting to see that bar giving out a little bit. What would you guys like to do now?
Garzvog's over at the door, and he's just like
What
looking,
door?
The
banging
banging
door.
door. Just looking through the hole and just being like,
While they're doing that, can she kind of take her time to sneakily check the other areas without going into them? Just kind of be able to like peek in, see what's on each end. Because we have about 4 doors. Is that right? 4 different rooms we could go into?
34, 37, 38. Those are nearby. And if you want to go further beyond that while they're moving bodies.
Yeah, because I know that you said like 4 minutes.
Yeah. So
not mentioning the time that we did all that looking around thing.
That's fine.
Cool.
You can make me a perception check.
Okay, then I'm moving bodies.
Then you're moving bodies.
Yeah.
Okay. You can help her look around, but it may extend the time to move bodies.
Moving bodies.
24.
24. Okay.
I need a notes thing.
As you are looking around, where would you like to start?
She is probably going to start at the farthest end and then work her way back.
Okay.
So that it's very like, do what we got to do over there. And then by the time I get back, I can explain what's going on.
Okay. So pick me a number. Tell me where you're going.
I guess 39.
Yeah, she'd probably check 39 real fast.
Okay. At a glance, 39. And you head over to those double doors. These doors are inlaid with gold and platinum filigree. They are gemmed. They are gorgeous. Do you want to take the time to make an investigation check? Or are you just going to try to peek in there? What are you doing as you approach these doors?
Well, she did want to try to peek into the rooms because you said we didn't really hear anything. That doesn't mean that there's nothing there.
True.
So she kind of wanted to, like, that little peek around the corner, peek right back.
You do that shit.
Yeah. Just to get a feel or a vibe of what's going on inside the room.
Absolutely.
So you said you needed what for that?
So you're going to peek in the door. You're going to open the door and peek inside.
Reluctantly, yes.
Okay. So you get up to these gorgeous doors, carved with what looks like on them the visage of a gaunt female, very, I would say it elven to the extreme, sort of fairy wings coming off of her. The fingers are unnaturally long, the cheekbones and the jawline extremely sharp, the ears longer.
Like very obviously a fae of some sort?
But not accurate. It's more of a caricature of a fae. And it is in the wings that you see the most attention to detail and gems and things like that. You get up there. The doors look similar to the ones you have faced so far. None of that. They do not have a locking mechanism or like a twisting door handle or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
You do push them open ever so slightly. Yes.
Bang!
Absolutely. Ever so slightly.
If I could peek under the door, I would, but I cannot.
You cannot. As you look into this room, Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I snatched you right
Keep
out
in
of
mind-
the air.
Ever loving, benevolent DM. But I only have about 32 hit.
That so many hit points. You
Listen, my wizard started at level 1 with 6.
Look, I just need some healies.
you peek into
Those
the
are called
room.
shoes of rolling in this game.
The walls are alight with these. The walls and the ceiling are painted gold. Mounted on them are black iron sconces with continual flames, flickering light throughout them. It is extremely opulent. There is a thick wall-to-wall carpet that is woven black and gold. So when it lays one way, it is sort of a shimmering gold. The other way is this deep obsidian ebony that almost still has a reflective property to it. There
So
are
it's two-way sequence.
2 hammocks hanging between these pillars on the far sides of the rooms. The walls are adorned with these sort of relief portraits of the same creature that you see on the front door. It seems to very much be the same thing. Not a same one of the same type, but like the same creature.
Would you describe this as a place of like worship or a place of like, I don't want to say an altar? An altar almost.
No. More like a shared communal living space.
Fancy apartment.
Yeah, fancy apartment.
Okay, so and this is probably one of the nicer rooms out of everywhere we've seen already.
Yes, everything else has been very either military or practical.
Okay.
This is the first place that is designed for comfort.
Okay.
Fancy.
So there is that. You close that door and you back away from it. Where are you going next?
So next she would track back. Again, still trying to be pretty like calm and relaxed about it. Probably into, is this a door on 38?
Yeah.
Those two.
Yep.
And then this thing in the back of that is that?
You don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
You just see it's there and you're like, huh, wonder what that is.
38 would be the next one to see if it's even open.
Okay. Similar door set, but this one is much plainer. You go to push on it and it doesn't give.
And it doesn't have a lock. It's the same. type of thing.
The same non-locking doors.
She wouldn't waste her time. She'd go to the next one.
Okay. Where to next?
37.
37. As you open the door, you see that long hallway. And in the center of that hallway, there is a grand crystalline machine. Make an Arcana check.
That is going to be a 26.
Instinctually, you know that this is magic. This is unknown, either experimental or ancient eldritch magic. And there are little chambers that encircle it. And you can feel more magic sort of emanating from those alcoves.
So, what was the thing you said was in the middle? It was a
crystalline eldritch machine.
crystalline eldritch machine.
Is it
Yeah.
moving? I mean, I'm not there, but
She doesn't know enough about it, so now that she's seen it, she'll move on, and then she'll like come back to that.
Mm-hmm.
Then the last one she's gonna do is gonna be. We're in 3.
We're in 35.
we're
We're
35. So
Okay, yeah.
34
So
is
then
left.
she'll check 34 last, so that when she comes out, because 36, it presumably is the
That's-
armor room.
Yes, that's where everybody's loading bodies into, right?
She'll try to get like to 34 area to see what's going on that way as well.
Okay.
Ooh,
So-
also, sorry. Also, while this is happening, like at the end of moving bodies time, I'm going to take the pole arms and use them as additional door bars. Pull arms for the armor room. Yeah, just like grab a bunch and stack them.
You open up the door to 34. Ever so slightly. Make me a stealth check. At disadvantage. 'Cause
Oh,
you
no.
did not tell me you were stealthing. I'm just giving you the opportunity.
Hey, DM, I'm stealthy.
Good
So she
job.
was doing everything terribly.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole time I was like, I'm gonna do this thing.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm giving it to you.
Huh?
That's why I'm giving it to you.
He's 17.
17. Okay.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. No, that's gonna be a 21 because I can use my, anything below a 9 is automatically a 10.
Yeah.
I just can't remember what it's called right now. Reliable talent.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well done.
So nice.
I'm sad I didn't try to catch the drop.
Huh?
I forgot I could do
It's a nice thing, and we like it a lot.
It's just the dumbest thing. I love it. How
It's
a
the
fun
it's,
time to
it's,
play
like, it's
around.
part of my old
Yeah,
like
just
list of
it's like
abilities,
missiles, but catching missiles.
which I just have to remember.
Can't you like throw
You
them back with a
open-
big too?
Yeah, if you mitigate.
It's cool.
You open the door and very slowly you see that where you expect there to be a hallway, it
Mhm.
has actually been walled off. And as you push on the door, there's actually a little bit of resistance, not enough to really stop you from opening the door, not like the one previously, but like it's dragging on something. And as you begin to push it, you think it has a similar feeling to like the carpet, but you look down and it is green and kind of moldy.
Ew.
You make a perception. You don't even need to make a perception check. When you look through there, you see this large, round, bulbous creature with stalks coming off of its eyes.
I'm sorry?
Something that would be like very, yeah, okay.
You're an adventurer. You made it to level 12. What is it?
I no, well, Tide would know. Aubrey Faith is blanking with names. Would it be something that just like likes to observe things, behold them, if you will?
Perhaps. It might be. You're not sure.
Maybe
What's this
an
might be
undead,
bullshit?
maybe an undead, maybe an undead
Or
version
maybe
of
it
something.
likes to spectate
Oh, yeah.
on topics.
Maybe it's a spectator.
Would one consider it a
Ah.
spectator?
What would you like to do?
Yeah,
Stop
she's
having
gonna
it be
she's gonna very carefully close the door as she has not been seen, hopefully. And she's just gonna make her way back. We're walking back. Because we have to relay some information to people.
As you drag the door across the floor,
No.
the
Come on. She rolled good for herself.
the green fungal sort of kicks up a little bit.
No,
I'd
fuck
like
you,
you to
no!
make a Constitution saving throw.
Fucking no!
Come on.
You
Why is there
love
always
using
a
this.
fungus?
Hey, was it someone over here I heard say Constitution is a dump stat?
Look, man, I didn't actually pick these stats.
I will give you advantage.
No.
Thank
'Cause
you,
we would have
kind
told
and
them.
benevolent DM.
We love the DM.
That's a nat 20.
Healthy kitty cat.
As you are closing the door, something deep in your memory sparks,
Cool.
and it reminds you of a story that Madeline has told, because she tells many stories very often about the time she was in the Underdark and ran across what she thought was a beholder, but ended up being
Death tyrant?
before that, when it was just you and Oreshki.
Uh-huh.
You came across what looked like a beholder, but turned out to be what is known as a spore tyrant.
Ah, there
It is a fungus grown that takes the shape or has overtaken a beholder. And
no.
that was what had infected Madeline
Mm-hmm.
the first time that Oreshki had to carry her
That's how I got inside a Reshki.
to safety.
Cool.
And when you realize that's why they've walled this off. And just nobody had opened this door in so long that the fungus had begun to grow over it.
Cool. I don't know if this is something that I can do or you would allow, but I am proficient in thieves and tinkers tools. Is there any way I can use the things around me to kind of like block this door off?
I'll give you a chance. Yeah. Make me, what sort of check would you like to make?
I mean, what I'd like to make and what makes sense probably are not the same
What do
thing.
you think makes sense?
What makes sense to me would probably be either sleight of hand or performance
So it's going to be a proficiency check with the tools.
with the tools.
So
okay.
you get to add your proficiency. I'll take dexterity proficiency.
Okay, so dex and proficiency.
Yep.
Plus the tools.
That is,
the 20.
yeah.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
21. Yeah, so you get your thieves' tools together. You get some of the strands of wire, the clippers and things that you use, and you create this makeshift lock, just sort of using the particulars and the notches and the drills out to bind this door shut. It is, it can be broken open, but it won't just drift open with any.
Which is the ultimate goal at this time. So
There you go.
So yeah, just so you know, like, one of our party members is currently like dying from spores, and it's terrifying.
Because they're
so
sentient.
so once she gets back to all of them, she's going to relay each of the doors. She's going to relay the crystalline eldritch magic to this guy.
Mhm.
She's going to relay the spore tyrant, and then emphasis on focusing to tell Madeline because it was one of her stories. And then just kind of get all that out in the open for everybody.
Gold?
Okay.
What?
Yeah, the
I
fancy
don't
room.
imagine
Did you not listen?
you taking a whole door out of here.
Oh, you
No.
You must not know who I am.
I
Alright.
said imagine.
So we're leaving that one alone.
Yeah, I agree. No to the.
Would I know what the
Plant
machine is?
monster.
Can I make a check?
But
You'd have to go look at it.
right, so
Based on her description, it could be anything. Even a good description of this thing, you need to like really,
Oh, so
you got to see it and like.
so she
fiddle
doesn't
with it.
know for sure that it's a spore tyrant.
That you do. That
Okay.
you do.
The
He was
machine.
asking about the machine.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No. You're good. Sport Tyrant, absolutely. Eldritch
Shit.
Machine.
I don't know.
Eldritch Knight, go look at it.
Yeah.
Eldritch word.
I was like, it did the same colors that you did, so I'm just like, maybe.
so there wasn't any type of like things to attack us, big scaries in the machine room.
There was actually not in the machine room, but there was a big
No,
thing
the other
over in the which one?
No.
Was it the one that I explained about the spore tyrant? Because that was
Yeah.
there.
Right. Okay.
Okay,
No.
yeah.
I'm talking
I put a
specifically
little
about the
Lock
machine
on
room.
it, and then I walked away. I did it the best I could. Door's not gonna drift open. Are we still talking about this part, or are we
No,
moving?
the
Okay.
machine room. Good kitty. So, yeah. Okay. Well,
She would just relay what she saw to the best of her abilities because she doesn't use magic, so she's got no clue.
sounds like two options.
As
Mess
you
with the scary
relay,
machine
part of
or-
that door caves in.
Which door?
The door that the giants have been banging
Thank
on.
God. Okay, now that's fucking doable. That's fine.
So
Otherwise,
pick
it's game
one.
over.
Let's go.
Okay. Fancy room. Further away from the giants. Fancy room. Anyone coming?
I'm
Fancy
going
room.
to the fancy room.
All right. Fancy room.
I may not be able to pull off a whole door, but maybe there's something worth grabbing in there.
Sure.
We can come back to the magic shit. Fancy room seems like phylactery's expensive. I'm just like power walking. I was like, phylactery's expensive. Phylactery's fancy. Check the fancy room.
Yeah,
It's also magical. Shit,
Do
I
you
don't
have
know.
a preference?
It's your pick.
Yeah.
we don't have time for my preference. So, all right.
Oh, you want to kill the thing? Yeah, that's what you want. I know because I am you, but not you exactly. But
That would be great if you were. I think I'd like to be you.
Well, that's a compliment. I'll take it.
This is
Okay, we're going to the fancy room.
Here are two people going to the fancy room.
I follow whatever she goes.
It sounds like a fancy room. So we're going.
Can we stealth into the fancy room?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. That's what I was
can
thinking.
I'm begging you. Can we keep our shit
So-
together? in the
Here's
fancy room?
so because I'm fast as
I look
shit,
at him.
I'm gonna run. I'll just like tell him, all right, going to the fancy room. I'll head in first and make sure everything's all right. I'm gonna run up the wall and onto the ceiling with my slippers of spider climb
Oh my god.
and just like fully Spider-Manning on the ceiling, climb into the ceiling of the fancy room. And yeah, just gonna climb in, see what I can see. Is there anything that could attack us or anything at all in the first room? Is there anything in the hammocks? I know there were hammocks.
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't have time for that. It was 4
Spider-Man.
minutes.
Alrighty. That was like an 11.
Well, it's not hard to see.
Okay.
As you come into the room,
I'm stealthing. I'm on the ceiling. Yes.
yeah, yeah,
Just
yeah.
saying.
You do. What was your stealth check?
I didn't roll one. You haven't asked me for one. I'd love to roll you one. It's a 14.
Okay. So you open the door. Do you leave it open for your friends, or do you close it?
No, trying to close it. Roll stealth.
Okay. So just like sneak in, close the door.
Yeah, just like,
Up on the ceiling you go.
yeah, I imagine I climb like onto the doors and climb like onto the ceiling like a bug.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As you sort of crane your neck around to look down onto this very opulent room, you see hanging in the hammock, leisurely, like some Grecian sculpture. Hand on his head, this golden blonde Adonis of a boy, probably late teens.
hedonism bot.
Yeah, exactly. Skin shimmering in soft shimmer. And it looks like he's kind of napping, but you coming in has caused him to stir just a bit.
And he's the only person in this room.
It's the only person you see.
And there's like doors, but I can't see. Yeah, there's like 2 doors, but I can't see through them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm going to like leap down from the ceiling and try to just like not like kill him, but like knock him out, like give him a pop.
Judo chop.
Judo chop.
No napping.
Just like a whoop straight to the temple.
You don't get to wake up.
Try to knock him out.
Roll to attack.
Okay.
You're
I'm
there, Meg?
counting on
He's a
stunning
bad
strike,
guy.
my dudes. I'm counting on stunning strike.
You
Okay.
okay there, Meg?
First one's a 17.
A 17. Okay, 17 will hit.
Okay. And
so
I'm going to
stressed
try
out
to
right
stunning strike, so he doesn't make a con save. Con, I think.
Save.
I'm going to make sure.
Yes.
It's a concept.
It's a con save. Cool.
Okay, give me just a moment.
Sorry.
You're fine.
Judo.
You're fine with. Okay.
And the DC is 15.
Okay. Can I see your character sheet real quick?
It's what's my in my
Oh, that's
notebook
fine.
right now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Got it.
Yeah.
Where it says key save DC.
Gotcha.
Sorry, a lot of it's
No,
shorthand.
No. I'm understanding.
It's a nice book, right?
It is a very nice book.
Take it, Cody. Run. The book shall be yours.
Well, she knows where he lives now.
You old gangster. You never take me alive.
Yeah, you leap down on this golden creature. Your hand comes right at
Right.
death pinch,
Yes.
judo chop,
Absolutely.
whatever.
Vulcan.
Yeah, Vulcan death grip.
pinch.
And its eyes barely flutter open before they see.
First off?
Yeah, before they close.
Okay. Yeah, so this person's stunned. So that means they can't like move for the next turn.
They are not. Yeah,
They're out.
They have not moved.
They have
at
not
all.
moved.
Yeah, they don't move to defend themselves, say anything, open their eyes. You just wham, And
Cool, yeah, I'm gonna open the door for my buddies now.
okay.
With my like 50 feet of monk movement
Holy
plus
crap.
dash and everything, I'm sure I can get this done in like 3 seconds. Like wham!
Oh, thank you. So, what the fuck happened to doing this calmly?
Come in.
You're shushing me?
Yeah. Okay, there's a guy, he's stunned.
Then why the fuck are you shushing me?
And like as they're coming in, I'm gonna go to him and like tie him up in rope.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, restrain this dude.
Yeah, you have rope?
Yeah.
Okay. You go to
I'll help her.
Okay.
I'm like, since he can't move, it can't be like he can't resist.
Meanwhile, I'm just gonna be like, and you call me dumb.
Wasn't dumb. No one's dumb.
Listen,
So
Credo runs in. Thanks later.
are you how are you tying him up?
Like tying arms to body
Okay, so
and ankles together.
so he's Grecian.
Yeah.
You're gonna like
Well,
put
no.
his arms
Oh no,
down.
we're hog
Nope.
tying him.
Oh, you're gonna hog tie him?
Yeah.
Well, no, for I'm gonna say ankles first, so we don't have to move him.
Okay. So,
Ankles first, and he doesn't move still.
well, as you start to gather his
Because I'm like,
ankles,
there's something about moving him. There's something about moving him.
as you start to
Oops.
grab wrists and ankles.
Yep, we're trying to hog tie.
Yeah, he sort of looks up at you and goes, I didn't realize it was Sunday. Excuse me. I didn't realize it was Leo Day.
Never do until it is. Now, do you have a name, kid?
Alasaria.
Alisaria?
Alasaria.
Alice.
Beautiful name. My father's name is Alisari.
She says this like as we're tying him.
We're looking for the Arcturians.
Well, you've made it to Nevia's boudoir.
Is the mistress in?
The mistress is attending to business at the moment.
And she left you all alone. My God, what a dumbass she is.
What can I say? She keeps me on a short leash.
Are you her consort?
I'm
Think more
of
boy
use
toy.
to her at the moment.
Oh goodness.
Where's Renwick?
Renwick, last I heard, had returned and was either sulking in his chambers or engaging in
Mate,
some
where is
form
Chambers?
Engaging in some sort of what?
of experimentation.
And where is Chambers?
Well, see, now
That's what
I've
Uncle
given
B
you
said.
guys many bits of information, and I think it's time for me to ask for something in return.
Sure, what is it, bruv?
Well, just outside these doors, you'll see that there are some restraints.
What?
Ah, yes.
What?
Some magical markings that prevent me from leaving. And I would so much like to leave.
Oh, I'm sure, but we're actually far too stupid to do that.
Okay.
Ow.
Cool, like the door we
Yes.
came in through?
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah, we're far more smash and grab, not really.
what about the other doors? The other doors, these two.
Right. See, that gets back around to me answering your questions
Ah, damn it.
before you've done something.
I'm
for
gonna
me.
I'm gonna come with another strike and get like an inch away and like stop it just an inch away from his head and be like, come on, it's not that hard. Please just like we'll let you out. Just give us like a little bit more. It's not that difficult, I promise.
Make an intimidation check.
Oh, okay. Nice, half orc. Okay.
I don't think we can. None of
Okay.
us have dispel magic.
Ooh.
Like I literally don't think we
that's-
could actually dispel those runes if we wanted
How's
to.
that?
Which
Proficiency.
is fine.
So it's 7. Cool, 17.
All right. Well, if you promise to let me out, then I'd be happy to answer any of your questions. At least, let's say 3 of them.
Didn't you just say any?
He
for 3,
did say that. He did say
Where's
that.
Renwick's Chambers?
just down the hall.
I'm gonna need a number.
He directs you to
38.
38.
And
Okay.
I will turn to Maddie and I will say, Do you think he knows where the phylactery is?
That was my next question. Where's his phylactery?
Well, that part you're not going to like.
To be honest with you, kitten, I've liked absolutely zero of the last fucking month.
First of all, rude. Second of all, unpatriotic. How dare you?
Come on, that is horrible. Yeah, no,
Unpatriotic.
Where is it? It's not inside you, is it? I mean, I can do this.
No.
There
That
are
would be
multiple ways you could do that.
so nice for everyone, but no. Yeah. Okay.
So where is it?
He's working on it.
Well, I can't exactly tell you where it is because I don't know exactly where it is right now. I can, however, inform you as to what it is
No,
and where it likes to go.
no. God, please.
Oh,
What is
shite.
it?
Well, you see these poor liches, and he starts fiddling with what you had previously not noticed to be a ring on his finger.
Is it like mine?
It actually does kind of look like yours. But you can all make perception checks.
13.
15,
13.
13.
14.
17.
22.
21.
None of us sucks. Good job, fam.
19.
Today.
19. You guys, anything with a 18 or above, you guys can see it. So the ring was not there previously. It's a minor illusion that he's casting to sort of show what exactly it is, and it is the matching piece to the ring.
So that's on Neva.
That one would be on Neva, and I believe Neva's was carried by Renwick. So
So it's on Renwick?
well, Neva's phylactery is on Renwick, and Renwick's phylactery is on Neva.
I don't honestly.
They gave their phylactery to the other.
To be honest, I don't actually give
It's
a
kind
fuck
of romantic. if you think
about
it.
Neva. Not unless they're
Aren't they
brother and
related?
sister. We don't know.
Oh shit.
Well, so what
Maybe.
we're going to have to do is take out either both of them at the same time, which I do
They
not
have
recommend.
they have 24 hours before they can get back.
10 days.
10 days.
So
Question: Which
I
one?
say,
Which one do you have to kill?
Renwick.
Okay.
So we need to get the
But
ring
Renwick
off.
has not.
but is it
No,
is the curse dropped after he's dead or after he's the phylacteries?
You have to destroy the phylactery as well.
So
Because he is not officially dead until both body and phylactery are destroyed.
so I say first we go after what's her face.
Never
First we go after her,
for the phylactery.
take out the phylactery, and finish off Renwick.
And then
That is our best
Her.
option for making sure that you're okay.
Here's the thing. We don't have 10 days.
I know.
So it doesn't matter anyway. I say we do him first because he
It's right
seems
down
to
the
be
hall.
he's right down the hall and he seems to be alone if he's sulking. And then we can go and find her in her various sundry locales with her undead bullshit.
Where's
She
Neva?
likes to come back here.
yeah, I was gonna say, I'm sorry, how does she visit you?
That's question number 3.
Yeah.
Well, Neva, these are her chambers, and she'll visit when she bores of her work. I believe she's working on something most special at the moment in the main chamber. In the
like a
grand
handwritten card.
chamber. In the grand chamber. At the
Or like
Remember
like a
her?
macrame sort of like
Oh, yeah.
you know, maybe a
Yes.
friendship bracelet.
15?
Probably the biggest room.
15's the biggest, but I know
Yeah.
the workshops are.
Exactly.
Is it
He-
one of her workshops?
no, he is not referring to a workshop.
So
15. is
15.
So
Okay, cool. So
go after
Renwick.
Renwick, and then
Oh.
make our journey out.
Show ants, by the way. Just don't want to forget about them.
idea.
Hmm?
You can set an alarm, right?
Yes.
Keep this boy tied up. You look very pretty that
Well-
way. Put an alarm across the door of this room.
He
I-
can't
And then
leave
if-
this room.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
Well,
he's
no,
not-
remember you're letting me out.
right.
Well, if we let you out, will you like help us?
I will leave.
Okay. So the reason we're here in the first place is because my dumbass made a deal to get Portia out of hell. Let's be real careful what
About
we start
deals.
making deals with.
Okay. But so,
Also, I do not have alarm prepared today.
oh, just kidding. I was saying so that if she came in, we would know. Or something.
Yeah.
Too late. Same.
Just leave the door cracked and you can scream really loud.
I mean, I could, but if you just sort of,
What do we have to do to get to let you out?
well, they
Just so I know.
just sort of identify the markings and give them a good
Good
whacking.
scratch, good whack. Okay.
Oh, I can do that.
I bet
Here's
you
the
can.
he's
Look at you, all oily.
Gosvog just preens just a tad.
I'll allow
Please don't feed his ego, please.
Continue.
So
Credo
you
takes
just
it.
need me. So, one last question.
Mhm.
You're just going to leave,
Yep.
correct?
Yep.
No informing said captor.
I'm informing my captors the last thing I
Give
want
me a
to do.
sec. Give me just a sec.
Where do you go from here?
I have an idea.
Where do you go from here?
Where do I go?
Yeah.
Wherever the
taking a sip
wind
of
takes me.
I'll make it laugh.
One on
So,
one.
idea.
Mhm.
I did say we would let you out. Didn't say when. So when
Let's-
we have defeated Renwick and Neva and gotten all of the problems out the way,
Happy.
then we will be very, very happy to let you be on your way.
Well, what if I bargain for you to let me out now, and I tell you a way for you to destroy everything in here with the exception of Renwick and Neva,
I like it.
all in one fell swoop?
Is it possibly the big fancy crystalline machine and we just destroy it and then everything dies?
If that's what you want to try, go for it.
So
darn.
I'm so sorry. You described him, but did you tell us what he was?
No.
What?
He
No.
is a golden boy at the moment.
Golden boy.
I
Yeah,
tried
Pointy.
to figure out what
Because
it is.
yeah, slightly pointy. Yeah.
Almost like a summer type of vibe.
Yes, it would. If you are familiar with the courts of the Eldrin,
I am.
it would it would remind you of a summer fae.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no deals.
There's a lot of deals going on right
It's too
now,
late
and
now.
you're doing all of them.
Like, listen. I just like put my I'm not very good at stuff.
You don't have to be that close. I can hear you. I'm a cat.
She's down the hall and I can hear you. God.
I can promise things and then not do them.
That's not how the Fae work.
That's how I work.
But that's not how the Fae work.
That's how I work.
No, you are in their debt.
No, I'm not.
Yes,
Haven't done anything.
you promised him a thing.
I knocked him out and tied him up. It's fine.
Milady, how do you wish to proceed?
Oh God, I have so many options at the moment. They all mostly involve fisting of some sort.
I think this
All right.
one is a fan.
So, did we? May I have your name?
Yeah, Elisara.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Elisara. He did give us his
Elisara.
name.
Sorry.
Cool.
Mhm. Oh, sorry.
So she's a little bit taken back right now, and she's like, I don't like this environment. So she's just probably going to be towards the back of the room. I'm just putting that out there while this is going on, and just be like, hey, we should not talk anymore. Just saying.
Okay. Cool idea.
Immediately starts
I
talking.
reject that deal. The deal to let you out immediately and then you tell me extra things. It's been very, very nice talking to you. 2 thumbs up. What a sip.
No.
All right. Okay. Brilliant. You're a cool dude. I like you a lot. We will see you as soon as we're done killing some liches.
Want to press my ear against the door.
Which door?
The door to the main hall that the giants are smashing.
Yeah, you can hear the breaking of the wood beyond that door.
Shall
So,
we check the other rooms in this complex first? or-
where's quick question? Where's the seal?
For him,
Yeah.
it's outside the door you guys came in.
Oh,
So it's somewhere in here.
It's literally that door.
Like immediately outside
The door is arcane room.
Oh.
Yeah. He literally can't cross the threshold to like point at it. It's right there.
Yeah.
So,
So,
if giant skeletons were to get in the way of you leaving, what would you do?
I would avoid them.
So,
About that.
Skydog's just going to be like, well, I'll go outside just to handle those things.
maybe not yet. Maybe.
Okay, so here's the deal.
Let's
And I
not do
mean
any
this in the
deals.
most
I'm just
best.
going outside.
Okay, so here's what's going on. And I mean this in the nicest way possible. So far, the only thing that someone has promised him is
We will let
that
him
we
know.
have to let him out.
Yeah, sure. No problem.
We can go look at this thing over in 38 and come back. And he has no right to be mad because we verified that we did not say when we would let him out.
Right.
He does not have any of our names. Correct?
Yeah.
Cool. My vote is to go look at 38
Oh, I'm
first.
sorry. Is that something that we give a fuck about now? Because when I fucking say it, everyone loses their mind.
Okay, but do we want to check?
I wasn't
Now-
there for that. I'm
Now
sorry.
she is pacing.
I would like to
Punching the
give.
air.
I would like to give her a hug.
Can I just do that thing
I
where
would
I
like to forcibly
pace in
give her
between
a
your
hug.
legs?
I want to search these chambers. Doesn't seem for anyone else
We
around.
don't have.
Time?
We know where the
sitting
phylacteries
here
are.
in
Bad point. Bad point.
And these are both of them.
Yeah.
That's them.
Let's kill the liches. Maybe that'll kill off everything else, and then we can search the chambers all we like.
Good call.
Are they
Let's
married?
go.
Are they related?
I'm unsure as to the history.
Have they fucked?
I'm unsure. I haven't been there since the beginning.
I mean, that doesn't really tell you.
But you
Mistakes
know their
happen.
history now.
I know that they share a deep bond, and there was a bit of a split over the loss of
Nanette?
yes.
What happened to her?
The lichdom didn't seem to take.
So she's dead.
Make an arcana. I'll take our arcana check for everybody.
During this entire conversation, Skydog's just
Wait,
going to stand
Yeah,
outside.
+1.
Oh,
Okay.
That's it.
in giant flame.
24.
12.
16.
Move your dice.
Okay.
Who does that? Who does magic?
That's a 2.
7.
24. As he's talking, something rings in the back of your mind. A legend, or stories. You're not sure. The word bone claw comes to mind. And wizards or just people that try to become liches and fail
Mhm.
might become bone claws. They have some lich-like properties, but they lose a portion of their individuality and their will. They seek to serve perhaps another lich or something dark and dangerous. They have some magic and some limited immortality, but they are not true liches. All that remains is the madness. They're often referred to as cackling slayers.
Oh,
Cool. She wouldn't relay all that in front of the Eladrin. So we're going to hold on to that for a moment.
chill. Cool.
Mhm.
Tight, tight, tight.
Nice.
Choice.
Nice.
Nice. Voice.
Cool. Because we wanted to go look at that room in 28, or you.
Yeah.
So
She's got to have a weakness.
Okay, that 38's the Renwick land, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yes.
All right, we headed there.
she's got to have a weakness. They both do. Something.
I'll say he's the more reasonable of them.
All right.
So
Try talking to him.
Why not? It's up to you.
Okay. This has been lovely. Bye.
Have a nice
Except
time.
he can't wave because he's tied up.
We never got to his hand.
Well,
No.
I assumed we were continuing to tie him up, but that's what I was thinking.
He can't
While we
leave.
were talking to him?
During the
Y'all
whole beginning.
started talking to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to his feet, and he was like, "I'm awake," and you guys were like, "We shall have this lengthy
Oh.
conversation."
Cool. So I super did assume we tied him up before we talked. I guess we just didn't. All right, that's fine.
No.
so
If
He can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
if you
He,
want,
he literally can't.
Yeah,
leave.
no, it's fine.
I would
Just kidding.
almost offer to untie him at this
Ah.
point.
I will tell you this: if you have tied him up,
You would not like it, yeah.
he will. It's fine. He will leave the. He will sort of misty step out of it.
Okay,
essentially.
fine.
So if you have tied him up in your headcanon, he misty steps out of it.
Yeah, that just during this conversation, I'm trying to tie up his feet, and his feet moved out the way. I'm like,
Fucking
yep,
Misty.
yep.
Just
There's
wall of
something.
conversations.
There's something very, very obstinate and like feline about it. It's like, no, I'm not gonna be tied up. No.
she resonates.
No.
super hard.
Now,
It's like NASCAR.
yeah.
And as we're walking, it's like, how'd you know so much about fae type
How long is the
things?
short rest?
Now,
Magical fairy creatures.
Just
How does everyone look?
hi.
I'm fine, but we don't have an hour. There's things banging on the doors.
There's things
And-
breaking through the doors.
That's why
Then okay.
Garzvog, as you have been looking, you can see. Well, it's actually around the corner, so you cannot see the door. You can only hear the breaking.
okay. So I will walk right back inside.
Okay.
And I will pose one final question
Okay.
to a last whatever his face
Oh,
is.
sorry.
I love blue.
When you say destroy everything in here, do you include us?
Well, I could tell you how to avoid that.
Just
But
nods.
if
If you let me out right now.
got it.
Nods. Walks outside and crushes the sigils.
Honestly, there are worse things he could do right now.
Okay. Cool.
Get some water.
Cool. You're free. Tell us how to kill all the undead things. Thanks.
All right, Madeline, do you want to be here for this, or you want to get some water real quick?
So
She can't feel her arms. Alisaria will sort of look up and oh, that's nice. Yes.
backing Tiny Mama and us away.
Now, are you of your word?
Absolutely. Now, there are 6 keys hidden throughout this place. You find them. You place them within the Eldritch machine, and a mass disintegration wave will wash over the
Disintegration
entirety
rave.
of disintegration rave will wash over the entirety of this facility. It was created by Nevia in case her creations turned on her and ran amok. It is an opportunity for her to remove everything which she uses. The only things that are protected are those that have, well, their phylacteries. So her Renwick, Lisette,
Linus.
Linus. But within the chamber of the machine, there are 6 cells that are strongly warded. Hide within those alcoves, and you would be safe.
How high up does this wave go?
Oh, just through this facility.
Where are
Not
the
up.
keys?
Not up.
They're hidden around here, but she frequently likes to hide things in statues of herself.
There was a statue in this room, isn't there?
These are reliefs on the walls.
Okay.
But it may be perhaps in her chambers, or
When you say in here, do you mean this room or in all of this facility?
all of the facility.
Oh, well then fuck that.
Big,
Well
big
then,
facility.
and he turns invisible.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. Watch out for the giant skeletons. That's it?
That's it.
Nice.
We're off to number 38.
So, okay,
No, we're off
so
to
here-
fight the
here's
stuff
the-
in the hallway.
Oh, okay. That's right.
So here's like the good thing is that there's no crazy mumbo jumbo promises because they're done. We did it. No harm, no foul.
This time.
Okay. All right. To Renwick?
To the hallway to fight whatever has burst through the doors.
Oh, good point.
Okay.
You said there were other doors in here?
Yeah,
Because
there's
there's the 2 other
There's things
chambers
to
off
explore,
to the side.
there's
My
actually
suggestion to
3.
explore them was really
Oh, yeah,
good.
there are.
There are 3 chambers. 2 to the south, 1 to the north.
One.
Roll me a percentile, please, everybody.
Oh, balls.
I've been doing doubles all night and it's really weird.
Oh,
91.
44.
93.
28.
86.
I'm gathering my dice.
65.
Someday I'll roll a 69.
Hey,
One more time. What did you roll?
65.
93.
28.
86.
44.
91.
91. Okay. You guys, as Alisaria exits the chamber, you hear the scraping of the large doors, and the doorway that he exits, you can see the bone soldiers, similar to the ones that you guys had evaded when you first made your way in. The stone giants and the workers, along with multiples of those fancifully dressed mages, searching through the hallways. I'll take perception checks from you guys. And if any of you have the ability to like read lips,
12. That's the other part.
20.
26.
20 not nap.
12.
I don't think.
10.
10.
It's a specific thing. It's weird.
It's a
observant or
feat.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's observant.
Is it observant?
There it is.
Yeah.
I couldn't
And the only-
remember if it's
and-
alert or observant.
It's
No.
observant, and the only people who have it are Tesla and Samandrew.
Because it's like you get read lips and something else weird, but that don't necessarily in my mind immediately
Yeah,
go
it's-
together.
Yeah,
It's
you
like
read
a
lips
bump
and you get a
to-
+5 to your passive
There it is.
Perception?
investigation and perception.
hmm
And
Just call it read lips, man.
yeah,
Like, just
you
call
can-
the feet read
yeah, and
lips.
you can read lips.
It's okay.
And you get like
It's
a
okay.
+1 to like or intelligence.
I will say you guys are watching them come through the hallways, and they have found the bodies in 36. You see them searching. Send some people in to search 37. When they get to that door 38, the one that should be Renwick's chambers, they purposefully avoid it.
Okay.
And I will say, you guys get the feeling that these servants would not risk entering either Renwick's chambers or hers.
Okay.
What?
So you don't know how long this search may go on for, but as long as you keep the door tightly closed and stay quiet, you can avoid fighting them at least until she shows up. If she comes through and she opens the door, well, you guys are fucked.
Yeah.
But to be clear, these servants will not risk going into her chamber without her present.
Fair.
So, what you're saying about not exploring the other rooms in here? Is it taken back? Because there's soldiers outside?
I ignore her and just press my ear to the door and just try to stay alert.
Yeah.
Focus.
I'm bored. I'm going to try to investigate one of the rooms.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna 39B. Let's say I'm gonna just like, does it have a handle? Or is it just a pushy door?
Also wait inside the room.
I'll just try
next
to
Ryan.
however it opens, I'll just try to open it just a tiny crack.
Okay.
Stealthily.
I would like
I'm,
to
like,
take out
like right here.
one of the
Okay, so
things
you
of
don't
holy
need the
water
Yeah. I'm
and
just gonna.
put salt in it
Okay.
and uncork it, sit in front of it, and kneel and pray to Sasa.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds good.
Yep.
What do I see in 39B?
Sasa, dear Sasa,
If I can
keep
open
me
it.
from stabbing the hoe.
You're good.
Am I the hoe?
There's so many hoes.
keep my stab hand strong.
Let us pray the Pip's prayer. And keep my pimp hand strong, Lord. Oh, that is who I want to be.
Yeah, pimp name Slickback.
Pimp name Slickback.
39.
Pirate names.
Pirate name Slickback. Even better. So, just a moment. I am reading the description of this place.
Description.
Yes.
This is my moment. Every moment can be a comedic moment.
Within
Many moments in the woods.
So it is not locked. It has the similar stylings of the doors. You do know that there is a magic mouth spell on here. When you push it open,
Balls.
it you hear this low. What begins is just a very uncomfortable cackle.
Oh shit.
Well,
We might be fighting with Nevia first.
And as you come in, the room is decorated in bone mosaics of every living creature that you can see, from snakes, giants. They line the floor and the walls, the ceiling.
That's all I see. Because if that's all I see, I'm going to say nope. Try to yeet and close the door.
Okay. I will also say that you do also see a mirror in there and a bone rack of other sort of bones and skins.
Fight yourself.
And it's just like
In the center
It's
of
a
the
mirror.
room.
Fight yourself.
right, and it's just a regular looking mirror. Is anything
Your
special
true
about this mirror?
Well, you at this distance, it is an ornate sort of full
length.
length mirror.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna say, oh, nope. Close the door.
When you look in it, are you holding the house cup? Is
I'm a boy.
Dumbledore shaking your hand?
I'm holding the parasol.
I'm holding a pair of socks.
Is Daniel Radcliffe oddly winking or maybe blinking at you? We're not quite sure.
I see myself with Grindelwald and underwear. But you know what Dumbledore really saw. But so
It's him on that hammock. All of this shit in the hammock.
Anyway, not worry about it. Yeah, I closed that door and I turned around and said, "First, like, bunch of bones in a mirror. Looks like some magic shite. Let's open the next door."
Does the mouse stop when she closes the door?
Does it?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, make perception checks.
Sorry, fam. I'm
3.
curious. 12.
21.
Dirty 20.
He's perception.
Is perception.
So I opened 39.
11. Again.
Perceive things
What
often
do you cat I see?
with my cat eyes.
You, because you're close, you two, because you rolled well. When you close the door, the cackling of the magic mouth spell, and it is actually like a skeleton. It's bones. sort
Where
of.
is it? Just hanging out in the room?
Yeah.
Okay.
You didn't really take the time to identify where it was coming
Sure,
from.
just in the room.
But you start hearing it go through magic mouth spells. Just say essentially what they're programmed to say,
Okay.
and it begins to a series of compliments. That one looks lovely. I like it so. Oh, try on the one next to it. Yes.
It's literally.
That's
Oh,
it.
that
It's her
is so
closet.
funny.
Is it a water fountain?
She did.
Well, it's probably leads to her closet to the point where she just like sits in front of the mirror and just
Rogues.
It's her hype.
Respect.
like it
Everything
fits
is
like
their
the whole
hype
like
man.
vein motif.
Or hype door.
That's one.
Frankly,
That's one.
full of move.
Maybe it's not vain. Maybe it's what she just needs to get, feel good about herself. She
Just
clearly has a
saying.
charmed boyfriend.
All right,
Yeah.
next. Yeah.
She had
Yeah.
a charm.
All right, next
And you
39C.
left Not you.
If I crack the door of 39C, what do I 39C?
Hey,
The monk
I'm so sorry collectively.
No, you're
don't
not.
be
My monk
sorry.
is curious.
The collective says you.
She's
Um,
about to get tied up.
Listen,
there are.
who's to say Credo wouldn't be into it?
She said yes.
Consent is key.
important, children. Consent is important.
Consent.
Hey,
Here we
kids.
come.
We've had a lot of fun.
But it's time for the informational part of our show where we tell you about the importance of consent.
I would like to use an analogy with warm tea.
What about gummy worms? A gummy worm. Well,
No,
would
it's
you
not
like
the
a gummy
same.
worm? Oh, I would
You
not.
don't
give-
have to prepare gummy worms.
You wouldn't make someone tea unless they
You don't
ask
have
for
to
tea.
fluff
If
the
there's,
gummy worm.
I think I've seen that one. Oh my
This
god.
has gone so off the rails.
Really? 'Cause
Welcome.
This is the track I
new
like.
rails over here. That's where
They
we are.
hit that switch and
If you go on this set of rails, you get a plot. If you go on this set of rails, you make sex jokes. For
Yeah.
I would like to imagine that they
Tons of
were, in fact, the same train, but at some point, somebody pulled that switch that makes the train go the other way. It's the same track. It's just, we'll be back soon.
All right. So yeah, what do I see in
And the switch goes up.
39B?
The first thing is
Oh,
more
C,
important
sorry.
what you hear.
Oh balls.
You hear the sounds of a harpsichord
Huh.
playing a fine melody, a dancing, a
Tune.
waltzing beat. Absolutely. This room is far brighter than the other one. You can see that there are crystalline chandeliers, 4 of them that hang from the roof and cast a great, brilliant magical light throughout the area. That's just with the door barely open.
Mhm.
Would you like to open further to see more?
Nope. That's cool.
$10 says
All right.
bathroom.
So that one was mirror and nuts and bones. This one's some kind of dancey room with music. If we feel
Very
like
classy.
dancing and celebration. All right, next one. 40A.
I, too, am curious about 40A.
Yeah, maybe I'll let hey,
Hi.
you take this one.
Well, I know I'm good at that, but I can't physically take a room.
Okay,
it's gonna
okay.
be-
You checked
I'm
it.
very... that I can do. Okay.
Yeah, so Karina
The
just
best
sits
rogue
down
ever.
sits down on the hammock and starts just like slurping.
That's a nat 20.
Ooh. So you can still add your shit to it.
Okay.
Oh, well, if it's investigation, 28.
What are you doing? Are you investigating?
Yeah, she would want to get... Is it... Probably should have asked if the door was locked first.
We should have asked a lot of questions tonight.
Yeah.
Hey, kids.
Again,
Running first, ask
Again,
questions.
these-
If
smash
the
and
door
grab
is not
too.
locked, I would
Smash and
like
grab.
to investigate the room very nice and calmly. I don't want to go about and all the things because there's a star in there, and she would want to know what the star is.
The star is easy to identify. It is a statue.
Okay. Does it look like Neville? Never?
Nevia.
Nevia?
Never.
Nivea.
Neva.
It's just
Neva.
Nevia.
Just Neva. I don't.
It
I've
never
said-
looks like
I'm
a
checking. It's
And
an
Vague.
S and
Neva, I barely know.
Neva.
him.
Mistress
Neva.
Neva.
Okay.
Mistress Neva.
At some point, I made it a water brand, and I'm sorry for that.
No, that's okay. I was trying to figure out.
Especially because the parties are on 2 separate tracks, I will often forget my NPCs' names.
Well,
So that is
Their
why.
last name
Hey.
also changed over the years, and she's been alive for centuries.
Yeah.
So
Whatever
She
you
has.
tell me, it's not wrong. This is
yeah, who's to
your
say she
world.
hasn't had multiple
Thank you.
names?
today she identifies as Stephanie. Who cares?
We love Stephanie. Stephanie's
No,
empowering.
Stephanie.
Stephanie's a bitch, but you know.
Oh,
Hey.
That
I.
Stephanie's lovely. This one's gonna die.
So you look at the statue.
uh-huh.
It is unlike any of the ones that any of the depictions of her you have seen previously.
Okay.
It seems to be of 3 relatively normal humanoids at the very least. You recognize the arms and armor. They don't have weapons out, but the 3 of them are standing sort of back to back. And it's this large round statue. And they're kind of in action-y poses. One is sort of reaching out. The other one is kind of crouching and searching.
So you could make a Hero Forge mini of them.
Yeah, absolutely. You could definitely
They are doing.
Yeah, they are
poses.
doing the Hero Forge poses. There are 3 of them, 2 females, 1 male. And it is easy enough to make the assumption that this is Neva, Renwick, and Liness. At least, perhaps as they were in life. And as you walk around it, the actual stone transmutes so that parts of it fade back and away, and you can tell which one is Neva as her cape flows into the flowery wings that she has. The other one of the male shifts out of the armor into the robes of a far more traditional Lich. And you do see Liness in sort of her crouching, her fingers elongate into what you would recognize as a bone claw.
Madeline.
I'm praying. It's better be important. I'm praying over salt water. This better be important.
Hey, there's a bone claw and a fae. Well, she's not fae, but she's here.
Okay.
And I think you know her.
Oh, I know Renwick.
You do. You immediately recognize
This
Renwick.
motherfucker. Do they look like? Is it a family? Do they look like brother and sister? Do they look like something's their daughter?
Make an insight check.
You said Liness was the one who was the bone claw?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
That's all.
But isn't Liness the daughter? I'm sorry if I'm messing this up. The daughter of Renwick and Nevia.
We don't know.
You guys don't know their familial relation.
They had the same last name.
They do.
That's all we know.
You know that all 3 of them have the same last name.
Okay. And
You-
she can tell it's Nevia.
I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys have seen their armor. You've seen their lockers and the regalia that they used to wear. You had found.
I've actually seen Renwick.
You have seen Renwick as a Lich. This looks very much like Renwick as a Lich, except when you saw him as a Lich, his robes were old
Mhm.
and tattered. This looks like it was made in like fresh Lichdom.
I got a 19.
A 19. You do see a familial resemblance between the living Liness and Renwick and Neva. But Renwick and Neva do not look, in life, they do not look the same.
So I can assume that's their daughter.
You would surmise that that Liness is probably their daughter.
Okay.
So, what I'm getting from this, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, I'm just a poor, humble, innocent rogue. But Lich, Bone Claw, woman with fairies who also might be a Lich,
Oh, she
is a
is.
Lich.
Is a Lich.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we need to kill both of them.
Yes.
And what about the daughter?
Oh,
She's a Bone Claw.
we're probably going to
Oh,
encounter
by
her
the
at
way,
some
this
point.
is what a Bone Claw is, and I will explain that he was talking about
Oh,
that in the
shit.
Fell
Well,
Ring.
look at the hands. I mean, really, it's just,
It's really just freaky.
yeah, you think they get more creative with the name? Huh.
But alas, here we are.
That's right.
Me a cat, and you not, and a Bone Claw.
That's right. That's how I introduce myself. Hello, I'm Madeline, not a cat.
Everything good in here? I like peek my head in.
Oh, we're just, looking at sculpture and shit.
Anyway,
What about the next one?
the guy said
So-
something about keys in statues. There's 3 here. Are we gonna push it?
Love it.
Really?
Maybe you should.
No, that's too strong.
Maybe you should
I'm new and
investigate
elaborate.
the statue of Neva. He said her boy toy over there said that
Her
she,
statues.
Yeah, statues of her.
Yeah, just
Her
of her.
statues.
Yeah, so would you investigate the Neva statue or not?
I
terribly
will.
good at
I will
that.
go ahead and give you some additional benefit from that natural 20 you rolled investigating.
Hi.
The room does not match the map. Essentially, there is a wall that would block that next chamber, but in and amongst there, you do find that it is a false wall. To continue
The one that goes to
traveling.
40B.
Yes.
Is that the
Okay.
wavy?
That continues to travel to the north. The statues themselves do not hold any keys, but they do seem to follow you where when you start to walk back towards the
Like their eyes?
their whole positions.
Oh,
sort of
They don't
shift.
get off
Like
the
it
plinth and
rotates.
follow it. Okay, then fuck it, I don't care. Okay.
Like it rotates with her movement.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they don't seem to care if you're on this hat, on the like where you came in from. On that side, they don't care. But when you start to get back towards that secret door, that's when they certainly go. "Whoop."
He said they're hidden in her statues. He didn't.
But
That
we
doesn't
checked the
mean-
statue and we didn't. And it's nothing
This
in there.
statue does not have that.
Okay.
Well, then
But we
let's-
can also discern from this that all the stars on the map are statues.
Yes.
Cool.
Can I check false wall for trap?
Yes, you can.
Do the thing. I got you. I support you. Can I support with
Thank you. Hold my hair back out of my eyes, please. I think I get a tie or
She's
something.
gonna
Shite! It's an 11. It's fine!
It's okay. It's okay. The kitty can try as well. She's
There's something about this door that's tied to the statue, but you don't know what.
Is it
Okay, remember when we were upstairs and one of them had to keep focus on the force wall at the desk?
Mm-hmm.
Is it something similar, do I think?
Doesn't seem to be.
Renwick? Renwick, look at me. Look at me! Look at me!
Do I hear
If
this?
you move, yeah.
Is he in there? Are we killing him?
No, I'm talking to a statue. Everything's fine.
it's true though.
Why is she talking to a statue?
This has been a weird-
Oh, Maddie's like also like
It's
mid
like-
40s, so she's sundowning.
It's like no, it's like
Mid 40s.
it's like a trap. There's a false wall. There's a statue. She's trying to do the thing. If you think you could do, I don't know if you could do the thing.
I can do traps, I just can't find them.
This is going to be like a super weird question, but here we go because
Let's
it's
do
me. The door is behind the statues, and he says they hide in the statues. Is there like a shadow that's being cast on the door from the statue? Maybe anything about like a
The
loose
lighting-
door down on the floor, something or other.
You have searched the room well enough. I
Yeah.
will let you know there are no other entrances or exits
Okay.
other than the one you took and the secret door that would lead to the north.
Okay.
The lighting in here is well enough that it doesn't cast shadows, and you have thoroughly investigated these statues that they do not hold.
There's nothing in.
So all
got
they
it.
do, all they do if you go over there is watch you.
Well,
Well, I'll do that. So I'm gonna walk over to the false wall.
And they turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk. Can I walk through it? Can I try to open it?
So it is. Yeah, it is. There is a mechanism to
Okay.
opening this door.
I'm try to do it.
Okay. Yep. Roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, sick! I'm good at those. Okay. First of all, nat 20.
Nice.
So first of all,
Nat 20. Second of all, plus so 27.
27. Wonderful.
monks.
So
Monks.
you get to the mechanism. They have shown you where it is. This room is actually fairly mundane compared to the others. It's not the crystal nonsense. It's not bones. It's just kind of got a cool statue in here. Relatively normal room. You find the bricks that you need to. You give them the push and the twist, and you pull your hands back instinctively,
Yep.
rapidly. And
Sure do.
you two are in the room as well, correct? Okay. You guys watch as
Sorry,
the
sorry,
statues melt into the ground and rapidly spread like a wave up along
Spider
the
climbing
walls.
on the wall.
Uh,
Oh fuck!
It's too
they're on
late.
the walls.
All the walls and the ceilings, the floor line with the cement of the statues. The door out no longer exists. The door forward no longer exists. And you hear this
She's curious.
She's about to get slapped.
No,
so-
this.
You hear
I
this voice
I'm just kidding.
from a magic mouth that was the pedestal. Speak up.
So we're just like, outside.
You
Like,
look
We are
pretty.
outside and just.
Yup.
Yeah, you guys can kind of look down. It's just like
Dresses.
granite.
well, that's,
That's
not
not
smash.
good.
But those of you in
Smash the
here
thing.
hear, oh dear, entering a lady's chambers without her permission.
God dang it.
That's most uncouth. No worries. I'll be with you shortly.
I grab my maul and run.
You
Run
guys,
in there.
you guys do not hear that. You
Yeah.
three do hear that,
So I'll go
but you
about
still,
it.
but
I
you
Yeah, we're
still
still
see
gonna
it.
smash.
I still grab my maul instead of my great axe and
Mhm.
just start wailing on the door.
Shit,
Okay.
shit. Just like chugging.
What would you? So make attack rolls against the door, please.
Oh my god, I wish these
19
had
on the
Eyes
dice.
front door?
I'll keep
Mhm.
my since you have a bludgeoning.
You know
wanna
what?
go
Reckless
for
great
that?
weapon
I'll-
master.
I'll come help him hit on the door.
Yeah.
too.
Absolutely.
With my tiny strength.
Water, right?
So that is
No.
7 plus 10, 17.
14.
Oh wait, no.
So the eight, I will go ahead and tell you. Right? Hold on. Found the wrong thing.
Tinnitus?
I do have a hint of the tinnitus. The AC of this wall is 15.
Oh, okay.
It has a damage threshold of 10, which means any damage you deal to it that is below 10 drops to 0. If it is above 10, you deal the full amount of damage. It is immune to poison and psychic damage.
It's a wall.
It's a wall.
So,
There's door smarter than
Thank you,
me.
Each
Can I get the walls?
entryway has 180 hit points. So if you guys would like to begin rolling and banging on it,
That's what I'm doing. 6.
Mm,
you can keep track of how many points of damage
do I
you
have
do to it.
Is there a way to get out of this?
I want to try to like spider climb all over the walls and the ceiling and like try to investigate just like anything I can.
Because
Is there a
aren't we
single?
pinned to the wall in concrete?
You are not pinned to it. The concrete
Okay.
has
It's
It's around.
yeah. It's
Okay.
essentially encased the room
Okay.
to keep you here while she comes.
Oh, in case the room, but not us.
Not you.
What is it?
You guys
I
can move
misunderstood.
freely.
That's okay. We are free to move about the
You are
cabin.
free to move about the cabin.
But
Love
the cabin
that.
isn't free fall.
I
Correct.
love to
Just
see
try
it.
to
You said
find like a
that's
place
fine.
where there's water to
Yeah.
dispense and it's just concrete in the glass. We're just like, well, this makes sense.
This is fine. It's all concrete.
No, yeah, I'm gonna
Uh,
I'm going to investigate, see if I can see like
Is that
any
it?
crack,
So you-
any
Yeah.
anything.
Make the investigation check.
You do
We're
1d6
still doing
plus 4.
calculations.
Yeah.
And so 5.
That's fine.
Yeah, 1d6.
I'm going to let you guys track it on your own. You know how many attacks per round you get. I will say 2 people can work on it at a time
Yeah.
because otherwise you have to start switching bodies. With your
Fine.
investigation check, you look around, you investigate, you do kind of feel the vibrations that they're causing, but other than that, it's just solid concrete.
Concrete room.
Yeah, it's a concrete room.
Oh,
yeah.
So, yeah,
Can I remember where the
so, yeah.
the right
I
door
physically
in?
can't then, right?
I want to start
I
You
can
can't
only
get
do
them.
full.
Yeah.
kicking it.
Yeah.
Something. I don't want to. I don't wanna fuck my sword up on it.
Your-
It's concrete.
Your sword is magic,
So it'll be fine?
so it will endure. Yes.
Then I would like to start sneak attacking the
Makes
fuck out of the
sense.
wall.
You cannot
Okay.
sneak attack the door, but
I
you.
I can sneak attack anything.
I know you.
Well, there is
can.
someone on the other side within 5 feet of it. So, as rules read.
Rules as written say.
Okay,
And then
but
the
I
other
can-
people are attacking it, so she should get sneak attack.
Next time, isn't it? Okay.
DC 15.
Yes,
They're hitting it too?
Okay.
they're attacking from the other side.
Oh, okay. Tiny Mom was gonna gunshot her hill
I can
giant.
hit it with
bullshit.
rocks from my
So your
sling.
your
I
Goes up to
strength
21.
becomes 21
13 points of damage.
for the next hour.
So
Here it
Who's
comes.
doing math?
So you have a plus 10
We
hit
are.
and plus
Okay,
6 to damage.
Great. I'll
Plus
roll
10 to hit,
things
plus
to
6
attack.
damage? Okay.
Yeah.
AC 15.
This is probably wilding
Fail.
out,
Hey,
but we're gonna ask anyway.
let's do it.
If she
Plus
just
6
sat
damage.
down and was like
Yeah.
calm and chill, would she gain any hit points back?
20.
I will allow you
I'll give you
if you want to try to do a force like
a rally.
a rally.
Hits.
It's something I do on occasion. You can roll your hit dice and basically divide what you get by 2. So you're getting half of it.
And I can give
Yeah,
you
that's
Natural
20.
20.
Double
damage.
damage.
Oh,
I got a
yeah.
nat 20
I
on
just
one
feel
of
like
mine.
we're gonna hit a big
So
bad.
it's 8 plus.
I'm gonna give you
I get plus 6 too.
A greater
Yeah.
damage. What is that?
10.
So,
Times
Can you
2.
grab that
No.
box with the
Okay.
snake?
Oh, because
Do
you
you want
only
to add
doubled the roll.
16 to the math?
This
For
wooden
Okay,
box
yeah.
right here?
Cool.
Minus 6.
me,
Yes.
I hit it with a rock from my sling and I critted.
With
So
the
Nice.
snake.
So I just rolled a nat 20.
Oh, nice.
So,
love a
That's
crit.
10
Plus 8
13.
plus 6.
it's
oh, that's so cute.
Whoa.
Right? Isn't that awesome?
This is so adorable.
Okay.
so 26.
Did you do this?
No, I bought it.
10
Is 36.
I gotta put a seal on that.
So
That's such a
cute.
nice-
I wish the
What is it,
inside was
plus
going
six?
darker.
Nope.
It's
Oh,
that's all
that's-
that you
yeah.
need.
And
Yeah.
it's on there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think that's so fucking clever.
How do I get like 10 of these?
It was a
Natural
Kickstarter.
Nice.
Kickstarter.
Natural
I'm pretty
20
sure they
again.
still sell them. Like just
What
sell
is it?
them.
Plus 10?
And they had a really nice
plus
box
10
for
yeah,
it too.
you did.
Hit.
Speaking of Kickstarter, sent you guys like 8 episodes?
Which he might
Full
do.
damage.
Don't mind me
Damage.
being
So
a
that's-
shameless
To
plug.
know, maybe there's been
While
8
we're here
months
hitting the
since we've
wall.
been playing.
Let's talk about the Kickstarter wall, shall we? Only $8 left.
Yeah, you
It
only
went
have to make
4, 3,
26.
2, 1.
15.
Nice.
Yeah,
Bring that one
it's broken.
So
All
All right,
there?
wall breaks.
Broke
Hey.
it! Hey!
We'll say it took a minute.
Yeah.
I literally just,
between all of you guys
I
just
appreciate
wailing
it.
on it.
and then after that, I put my maul back and I looked straight at her and I said, "What did we learn?"
We learned that
Go
she's
into
coming.
strange
Get prepared.
rooms. Don't do it. Bad idea. Sorry, listen.
Don't trust
I'm
the
still
mind
at
is like
the
sneaky.
entry door.
Listen, I'm not. I'm just. I've drunk a lot
slam on
tonight.
the table.
So here is what I would like to,
Many valuable things.
due to the nature of our game
Mhm.
and the hour of the day,
Mm-hmm.
I would like you guys to make a decision. It is 11:15.
Mhm.
We can stop right here, save the fight for next week if everybody thinks they're coming back. We can, if you guys are okay, to press through what could be a lengthy and difficult battle this evening, we could do that. If not, I can try to find you guys a way, not necessarily out of the situation, but to a place where you could essentially be able to switch out some party members.
I'm good with going.
Okay.
So
That's
am I.
my vote.
To going on or
Going on. Sorry. I'm good with pushing.
Do you have a?
We live over an hour away.
I was gonna say. I was like, I'm looking at you. It's up to you.
Yeah, and that is not a problem. You have real lives.
I
That
do.
is-
Wait, you mean he's not Rhinestone? She's not Tiny Mama? What? My brain is breaking.
That is up to you guys. I do not want to force you to do anything. I also don't want to. It's your choice, and there's no pressure either way.
Because I don't think you probably can't pick it back
What? Next week?
next week.
I don't have my schedule yet. I don't know.
Yeah.
But you've played me before, so you can usually get
I
back.
don't. I played you to cast heal.
Yeah,
And that
that's-
was it.
Have you seen how I play? That's mostly what I'm good for.
Listen,
I
it's
think I'm from.
the most important thing. It's the reason we don't die.
Yeah.
This. Oh, they're two. Oh,
They're two because they're two separate adventures.
That's right. Mhm.
I'm fine with pressing on. Right?
You're not, and that's okay.
So
Yeah, no, like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick with you no matter
I know how
what.
miserable you are
No.
after we stay here till like 1 a.m.
That's why
for like 2 days afterwards. So.
which is okay. I have also been sick. So, so here's what we will do. It's 11:15. Give me 15 minutes to get us to a stopping place. We'll call it a night.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. I would like all of you to do me a favor. Roll me perception checks and roll me percentiles.
6. 79.
17 perception. The first good perception I've rolled. Fucking hell.
18 perception.
Perception and percentile. 22 percentile.
94 percentile.
8.
28 perception, 89 perception.
Oh, right there with each other.
70
Okay.
Even for my percentile. And a 17 perception.
Okay. As you guys are bashing on the wall, it finally gives way and you hear the break of it. And when it breaks, there is a shriek from outside in the hallway. And suddenly you can hear the soldiers that had been avoiding this place begin to very much take note of it. You can hear the things coming against the wall or against the door from the hallway. You guys have been keeping an eye on it as they've been bashing their way in. You know, just from the size of the doors, the giants won't be able to fit in here. But the magic users are on their way. You guys that are within the room that have been bound in the concrete as it comes shattering through, the entirety of the concrete falls and it reforms back into not the 3 statues that it had been previously, but a lone, large, serpentine-like woman with 6 arms made of concrete and stone. But Madeline, with that 28, you see beyond her into Neva's chambers.
Into the room behind?
Into the room behind, the one that you had attempted to enter. And there is it is a place that emanates magic and power. What would you guys like to do?
Is there anything specific you need us to do for wrap-up purposes?
I'll get you there.
I'm off next Wednesday, just so you know.
That's great.
Me too.
Perfect.
I'm free.
We will solve this next Wednesday.
Sorry.
So if you are off next Wednesday, we think most of us can come back. We can stop right here.
We'll have to check. But
Yeah. If not, that's fine. You guys can essentially get chased through her chamber they'll follow you out into the night. And you guys can have this fight in a slightly larger area.
Well, I mean, if we're all here, we can just stop.
You can just stop. It is either way.
I'm team to stop for the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. So
Sounds
it's a
good,
moment
guys.
of maximum tension.
Yes.
We stop.
Absolutely.
Bracing the door.
You are bracing the door.
Cliff.
Okay.
Hanging from a cliff. And that's why he's called.
All right, guys. Good game. Wonderful game.
I'm
I-
so sorry.
You're
I am
fine.
so sorry.
No, you're not.
I'm not. It was very fun.
I'm glad you had a good time. I did not expect you guys to go that way. I thought you'd go the other way. But I'm glad you went this way. No. This
You were
is
walking away from the door.
You mean
Yeah.
the one with the spore tyrant?
oh
You thought we were going to go there?
yes.
And then you got a tabaxi rogue who was like, oh, no. We don't do that.
That's no.
Guys, there's a weird place.
From the book. That's how I GM backlead you because you guys were like, oh, we'll go through here. Like, no, I put spores somewhere. We'll go.
yeah, all you need to do is mention spores, and we're like,
Nope.
Hard pass.
Or even looks like it's like there's vegetation.
Fuck it, no, absolutely not. The earth is disgusting.
From now on,
I am really glad I'm not a druid.
this group is never going to do anything involving plants.
Well,
They're
We're
gonna,
anti-plant.
Specifically a spore
Yeah, like, we
druid.
have 2 spore druids.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
Borfar and Myson.
they're also just going to be like permanent carnivores forever.
I don't know, man.
Anti-vegans.
I don't know, man. I low-key want to eat them just to make them scream.
Yes.
Wow.
Hey, you found out they can scream.
Very important discovery.
Yeah. Oh. Careful, Cole.
You're sliding.
You hit the thing.
You hit the thing.
You
Oh.
hit
Just-
the thing. Trap activates. We're in here till 1 a.m.
No 1 a.m. Anyway, thank you guys for joining us.
Yes.
It was
Yeah.
tremendous to have
Thank
you.
you so much.
Absolutely, yes. So we're going to get you guys back definitely next weekend. Glad to hear that, or next Wednesday. Glad to hear that you're available. Cole, Gorsvog, if we can get you back, wonderful.
We will see.
If not, we'll make some things happen. That this is very much the one time with this game. I can push to an end, or like I have an end in mind for
we
a
went
night.
to a stupid place.
No. You guys are okay. That's why I was able to take some of these traps that are more just out of the book and some of these descriptions and be like, I'm going to repurpose this, as opposed to it purely being my own randomness, which is a lot of fun. It's a great opportunity to get to pull things. Keep your character sheets where you're at, hit points wise and everything. And yeah, we're gonna jump back in. Any announcements before we say good night?
It's been a great first time playing with y'all. I really loved it.
Me too. I enjoyed it so
And now we
much.
sacrifice them.
Like
You
That's the
won't.
goal.
our characters.
Okay, first of all, I'm the only one who put any damage on that war leader. So come at me, bro. I will fight you. Second of all,
Anything?
All right,
well, you were
kid,
here too,
we're
but
set-
like, sorry. I was sorry.
Also, our characters are opposites in such a fun
So
way.
when you guys roll new characters, remember Palm is not a dumpster.
That is, I know that was
Join
really
us next
rough.
week where Maddie goes into murderous rage.
No, that was so rough.
Do
I
it.
was like, I saw that in the rolls, and I was just like, well, here we go.
All
Squishy
right.
kitty.
Do you mind taking us out?
Oh, right. So,
Please.
for watching.
Thank
See
you.
you guys next week.
Goodbye.
But in the meantime,
I'm
So long,
excited.
farewell.
Just
say goodbye.
I knew it.
Oh, that harmony.
I like to say and taste my
All right.
champagne.
Thanks for hanging out, guys. We will see you next time. But until then, be cool.